scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just to by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the they done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average, the cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from Trey. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. I'm a fan of the channel, so I booked a 2-hour session just to show support, just to show love and say what's up. He provided a wealth of information, way more than I was even expected. He has an excellent presentation. So I just wanted to let y'all know you will not be disappointed. Book the consultation, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Dre, man, I appreciate you. I will be out in Colombia, and I look forward to linking up with you. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
Shout out to you guys that are out there with Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders on a wonderful Wednesday evening. Oh, we got a doozy for you guys. We got a doozy for you gentlemen and ladies that have joined the stream. It seems, well, let's put the correct music on. How about we do that? It seems every time we start to give the ladies credit for getting their passports and going abroad looking for new lives, new loves, new opportunities, it seems as if, well, the dream continues to be deferred. Whether they're in Panama and can't find love, whether they are in Thailand and arguing with the locals, whether we see them in Africa and sadly being deleted. At the end of the day, passport sisters are trying their best to be like the passport bros, but doesn't look like it's turning out with the same stories as far as being blessed like the passport bros are. And so we continue to keep them in prayer. We continue to, when we meet them, greet them. But here's the problem. Passport sisters, you're not listening. You need to not just watch what we're doing, but try to do what we're doing. You need to take the advice that the passport bros are offering, because if you don't, you're going to end up like some of the ladies that are on the live stream tonight, pregnant by strangers overseas, whether it be Jamaica, getting pregnant on the rafts, or whether it be in Korea, in China, getting pregnant by our Asian brothers, busting them down. We're going to see passport sisters from all over the world get pregnant and see how the world responds to this. But before we do, we know we got to do our intro. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Glad to see you guys here. Yes, sir. Let me scroll back up and shout out to all you guys that support by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats. Appreciate you guys. Let's get these intros going. We got 17 in the building already. Let's get ready to get started. Our brother David Dice says, family, Andre and Andrea, this live is about to be legendary. Yes, it is. It's about to be legendary. We got two topics we're going to talk about tonight. We're not only going to talk about the passport sisters, but we're going to talk about the passport pookies that are continually being rejected at the airports in Medellin and Cartagena now. Yes, Cartagena is starting to turn men away if they're thinking that you're coming to Colombia for sexual exploits only. If you think that you could come to Colombia like you used to and just scamper your way in because you want to be intimate with a few chicas, well, Colombia is changing that perspective, and they're doing that immediately. So we're going to talk about, guys, what steps you could do to be careful with that. We're going to also talk about the passport sisters who are getting pregnant by total strangers in other countries. This is a wild one. This is going to be a wild one. Shout again to Dave. He said, my chat brothers, prepare yourself for this live tonight. Make sure you click that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. And also my brother Kenny Peoples in the building. Kenny says this. He said, what the? This should be this Shugna AW, the average black woman doing in Thailand. Come on, man. Hey, I'm a messenger. I do not create the stories. I know a lot of the ladies that watch. See, this is what happens, fellas. After the live stream is over, a lot of the ladies on our Kevin Samuels websites and Facebook, they come and they watch our videos. They don't come on the live stream. A lot of times the ladies will watch after. And they get upset with me because of some of the things that they hear. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's not as if I'm making up these stories. I'm just a news reporter. I'm just a journalist, in the words of Austin Holloman. I don't create the news. I'm just a journalist. I'm just journaling the experience of the passport sisters. And so the stories that we present, these ladies are the ones that are telling their own stories, not us. You're going to hear these stories again tonight. Shout out to all 22 of you guys that we got in the building this evening. Yes, sir. David says this. He says stereotypes aren't given. They're earned. Shaking my head. These sisters, again, no improvement. Hopefully over time they get it better. But right now, yeah, you might be right, Dave. You might be right. I don't see any improvement with the behavior. And once you see these videos tonight, gentlemen, you'll see these women do not care. A lot of these women have an agenda when they go to the overseas. And you're going to see that tonight as well. A lot of these women have an agenda when they go overseas that many of us don't think about. And that's crazy. Shout out to Paul Man 313. What up, though, bruh? What up? Here we go.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Don't play with that, man. Y'all know he from the 313, and you know how they get. 3138 brothers. Shout out to that brother right there. As well as Black Empowerment 0140 is in the building. Yes, sir. Salute, family. Salute. Yes, sir. Glad to see that you're here. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. I know it might be a little loud for some of you guys. Let me turn that music down just a tad bit to 14. There we go. Head up on 17. A lot louder than I usually have it. Shout out to you guys. Poor man 313 in the building. Yes, sir. Let's scroll down a little bit further to, let's see who else we got here. Oh, YouTube and Is a Habit is in the building. What's up, brother? Glad to see you here. And shout out to another 313er in the building.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
We got our Uncle Jeffrey in the building. What up, though, family? He said just made it in from work right on time, right on cue. Yes, sir. Welcome, Uncle Jeffrey. Glad to see that you're here. I think let me see if I got something that I can present for us today. Let us see. Let us see. Yeah, these sisters are out here in other countries getting pregnant by men. They don't even know their names. They know nothing about these men. And somehow, some way, they decide that they're going to go ahead. Now she's having my baby. And it means so much to me. There's nothing more precious, nothing more precious than to raise a family. If there's any doubt in your mind, come on now. I should have had that Jodeci ready. Oh, yeah. Now she's having my baby. Yes, sir. Having babies out there with total strangers. Total strangers. That's probably the craziest part. Total strangers. You can't make this ish up, fellas. You cannot make this ish up. He said they're cologne of the day. Well, yes, it is, my friend. We've got the Givenchy Gentleman. The Givenchy Gentleman cologne. That's what I'm rocking today. You can tell I'm at the end of my bottle. I only got like a quarter left. It is a extremely masculine cologne. This cologne smells like you're at a board meeting or you're at a fundraiser, if you will. It smells like Sunday morning. You're the pastor, not just the sneaking deacon. This smells like you're a leader. Yes, it does. That gentleman, Givenchy Gentleman, smells like it's leadership all over it. It doesn't smell like you just making money, but it smells like others are helping you make that money. So if you want to get a great cologne at a great price, I would say it's about $60, $70, maybe 80 at the most. Birthday gift to yourself. I've had this one for 2 years, so it's macerated so well. So maceration is when the cologne, when you first open up the bottle and the cologne starts to macerate with the oxygen that's in the air. And so now the oils take on the strength that you need. Sometimes I've got cologne that I sit here on purpose for 2-3 weeks. I'll smell it when I first get it. And I kid you not, I'll come back 2 or 3 weeks later, and sometimes a month later, completely different DNA. Exactly what I was hoping for. So I've had this one for a couple of years, and the DNA is excellent. It is excellent. And inside of it, it is let's see what we got here. It is a vanilla amber. I knew it was amber. In here. And I've got a new amber cologne that I want to mix it with too. You know what? Okay, let's see. Okay. We've got an amber cologne here by Fragrance World. And Fragrance World by Paris Corners. And this is one of Paris Corners' off branches. This came out in 2025. It's not, I forget what it is a clone of, but it is called Amber Empire. Amber Empire. And it is a great amber scent. And I wasn't sure if this had the amber scent in it. And I was smelling it. And so I was like, okay, cool. So now that I know that this has it in it, this is by French Avenue, by the way. French Avenue is an off branch of Paris Corners, if I'm not mistaken. And so this right here is, my bad, I caught on my ring, Amber Avenue. So this is probably a $30 clone. I got to find out what it's a clone of. I'll find out for you tonight. But it's an excellent, excellent clone that you might want to mix with. Oh man, that does smell good together. Oh yeah, that's a good combo right there. Oh yeah. Once again, and this is one I just let macerate for about a month. You know, so when when you first get it, you spray like, oh man, that smells great. But you just let it sit for about a month or 2 weeks. Just let it sit. Enjoy your other cologne. Just let it. A lot of times I let my new cologne sit. I got colognes up here I haven't even shown you guys. I just let them sit for a month or 2. And then when you pull them out, it's magic. And I can smell the amber from here and here. They're complementing each other greatly. So these are the clones of the night. Givenchy Gentleman. And we've got French Avenue's Amber Empire. And I'll find out what the clone of that one is. What is a clone to, in other words. Shout out to you, brothers. Shout out to Poor Man 313 once again. He said he hasn't said it yet. And now we got a duet. We got a duet tonight when it comes to the cologne. I mean, the colognes of the evening. Shout out to you guys. David says, I'm literally lost about black women. The behavior is so trash. Fortunately, it's not all black women, but it's enough to notice. Like I always say, it's not all you sisters, but sadly, it's enough to notice. Just like with the passport bro movement or the black men that travel, it's not all of us that's on Pookie movement, but it's enough to notice. You say there's a video of a sister. I saw that one. I think that one was AI, but the fact that they were able to put it out there like that, being fed dog food by a white man, talking about swirling. I know, right? I saw that video, man. I saw it like 2 days ago. You're absolutely correct. Shout out to Man Slick, 2024 in the building. Glad to see you here. Tuning in. Glad to see you tuning in, Slick. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Brian's being in the building. Mr. Brian S. in the building. Good afternoon from wherever you are, brother. Good afternoon. And for those gentlemen that are here, good morning to you guys that are out there in Southeast Asia. Shout out to all you guys out there. Shout out to all you second shifters. You're going to be riding with us through second shift. Shout out to all you third shifters that are going to work early. You're going to be riding with us as well. So we're excited about that. Shout out to all you truck drivers, as well as you guys that are working on the railroad, and all you dock workers. Without you guys, nothing will be delivered anywhere. So shout out to all 3 of you, the dock workers, when the ships come in, the railroad engineers, and all you guys that work with the railroad. And shout out to all you guys that are truck drivers. We appreciate all that you do. We really do. My man David Dice says this. He said they must not know about child support system in other parts of the world. Hey, these sisters are getting pregnant and heading back to the States. But then you got foreign women that want y'all to come and get them pregnant. We're going to look at that tonight. There are foreign women that want y'all to shoot up the club. They're 35 and they can't find a local to shoot up the club. And here you come getting off the plane, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And they want you to come shoot up the club with no strings attached. So that's why we telling you guys, be careful when you're in these other countries, not just because of, somebody might rob you, but because somebody might want to rob you for your DNA. They want to have them a mixed baby. They want to have them an American baby. They can prove that that baby is American without having to go to America. Oh, yeah.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
I'm trying to set y'all up, fellas. Passport Salvation says this. Shout to you, brother. Glad to see that you're here this evening. He says this. He say, somehow, some way, Dr. Umar Johnson will blame us black men for her getting pregnant overseas. This is so true. By a random man that she chose. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Umar always finds a way to flip it on the black man. Shout out to my brother and neighbor Will. Shout out to my brother and neighbor Will with the 20,000 Colombian pesos. He says, salutations, Andre, and chat fam. He says, it's 39 people in the chat. Please push that like button. Support Cali Children's Cancer Fund. Yes, sir. We're doing really great on the Cancer Fund. We're about at the 700 mark. So we've got about $700 thus far for the Children's Cancer Foundation. And our goal by the end of the month is $2,000. Last year we gave $4,100. So I'm really glad about that. We're able to give to the Cancer Foundation here in Cali, Colombia. I'll show some of you guys the website in a second. He said, this is going to be another fire show and happy holidays. Yes, sir. I know the weather outside is frightful. For some of you guys that's up north, I know the weather outside is frightful. I get it, bro. But as for the rest of us, we're using our passports and we're not, we're not stuck in a let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Yeah. And right now, when it comes to these American women, when they go to other countries, you're going to have to let her hoe, let her hoe, let her hoe. Let her hoe, bruh. You can't save her. She don't want to be saved. My man Brian said, I'm just playing. Yes, sir. I understand, definitely. Shout out to Ronan. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. Great live stream that you guys did the other day and trying to talk that brother. And he was not trying to hear what y'all were trying to say. That was the crazy part. You guys were telling 100% truth. And now you see why I don't do the panels. Because you cannot convince people that are kind of like stuck in America to understand what life truly is like on the other side of the world. Good morning to you. Shout out to my brother Ellis with the $20. He said, for the kids. It's for the kids. If you want to bless the kids, gentlemen, make sure that you give towards the Cash App or the PayPal over the next month. Cash App is scrolling at the bottom, and the PayPal link is scrolling at the bottom. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you, gentlemen. But this can also go towards the Children's Cancer Foundation as well. Appreciate you guys. My brother Will says this. He said, I'm so glad that I left from the States 3 weeks ago. He said it's cold and it's snow. Oh, man. Yeah, us Ohio players, we do not miss that. I ain't gonna even lie, man. When I gave away my like I said, when I gave away my my snow plow and my shovel, and I had like 5 big bags of salt, right? When I gave those bags of salt away to my neighbor and my snow plow and my shovels, I vowed from that day forth I would never cross the threshold of having to shovel snow again. I kid you not. I do not miss that. I do not miss shoveling that snow. And then when you wake back up, the snow is back out there. Or when you get back off work, the snow is back out there. Yes, sir. Ronan giving salutes to poor man. Zero being in the, shout out to 0 milligram being in the building. My brother, the DC brother, no longer it's just in DC. Shout out that now he's my neighbor here in Cali, Colombia. Glad to see that he's doing well. Shout out to my man Kofa being in the building. Glad to see you here as well. We're going to get started momentarily, gentlemen. We got 53 in the building. We got 53 in the building. Yes, sir. This is going to be a good show. And let me go down to what Ronan has to say. Rona says, she said, I got to pull them out of the dark. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Into the light one by one. I like how you put that. One by one. Because if you get a whole panel full of dudes that don't want to listen, that's even worse. And my brother Will says this with the donation, with the Colombian pesos. He say, please send donations by way of Cash App or PayPal. 100% of the donations for the month of December and the first couple of weeks of January will go towards donations. 1% of donations without YouTube taking their cut. This is true. Whenever you guys donate to YouTube, they get 40% of the proceeds. That's one of the reasons why I tell you guys, if it were me, if a person got a Cash App link, I send the Cash Apps. I always do. The reason why is I know that if I send somebody $100, they only go get $60. And I'm like, wait a minute, I just sent this person $100 and they just gonna get 60? And so I'm like, man, let me get that Cash App real quick. So I usually try to do Cash App more than I do the super chats. Like I'll do a super chat to let somebody know I'm in a room, like Richie Mack, something like that. But a lot of times I try to do the Cash Apps. Shout out to all you guys out there that are supporting Children's Cancer Foundation. Let me pull that information up for us. Let's pull that up. Having a good day today too, man. Oh yeah, I know Andre want me to tell y'all about. I got a speeding ticket today. Your boy got a speeding ticket. Check it out. It was my fault. I'm picking up one of you dudes from the airport. It was my fault. Colombia doesn't have that many traffic police, but what it does have is a lot of cameras. So Andrea, I'm in here talking to you guys, right? No, I was doing a consultation last night. That's right. So afterwards, Andrea said, babe, let me see your cell phone. Let me check out your Google map. I'm like, okay, cool. So I give her my cell phone and she comes back in here after the consultation, maybe 10 minutes later. I knew it. I said, what did you know, Mrs. Spence? This speeding ticket is yours, not mine. Because here in Colombia, and I will check this out, because I know you just bought a vehicle. All you guys that plan on driving in Colombia in the future, Colombia does not send you a letter in the mail letting you know you got a ticket. You got to go directly to their website. So what Andrea just so happened to be doing, she was like, okay, it's the end of the year. Let's make sure that we don't have any tickets. And so what ends up happening is Andrea said, yeah, you got a ticket, brother. Who, me? Andre? A speeding ticket? Yeah, you can hear her in there right now, right? Yes, you. And so what ended up happening is this how it works in Colombia. So the ticket happened in October. But Andre was letting me know that, and I've seen this before, that if you pay your ticket immediately, they give you somewhat of a discount. So in the States, we don't do that. But in Colombia, they do. For example, like if you take the 1 hour class, you sit there, take the 1 hour class, they take 25% to 50% off of your ticket. So Andrea sat in the class. She was already perturbed, already mad that she had to do. Thank you, Mrs. Spence. I appreciate you. So she had to sit in class on my behalf because I was here working. Oh, she was mad, but she sat in there for an hour, and the price of the ticket was the full price was like 650,000 pesos. So that's about $170 ticket from October. But since Andrea sat in class, it got a discount of 25%. So it went down to maybe like 150, 140. And so, you know, and I've had 3 tickets since I've been here. Three tickets since I've been here. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up. If you plan on driving, make sure you don't drive as fast as I do coming from the airport. Because I'll be sitting in the car talking to you guys. And then right before we come into the city part of Cali, that's where the cameras are. And I didn't know that. So that's where the cameras are. Yep. That's the website. That's the website that you want to go to. So let's scroll down. Shout out to my brother Flicky being in the building. Glad you're here. Choices. Choose wisely. Absolutely correct. Because some of these ladies are not doing that, brothers. They are not doing that. They are not choosing wisely. Shout out to, we got 53 brothers in the building. Shout out to, once again, my man William showing the love. Ronan says hit that like button. 53 in here in the room. My man Global Homie, glad to see that you're here as well. We're going to get started with our first topic in a moment, guys. Our first topic for tonight is the brothers that are being turned away in Medellin and in Cartagena, and what you can do to kind of like alleviate that. Because I don't think every dude that's coming here and that they're turning away is a bad person. But there's some things that they're doing that's not kind of jailing. So we're going to talk about that for a second. Then we're going to talk about the ladies getting pregnant by strangers in other countries. We're going to talk about that. So shout out to brother Andrew Craig in the building. Junior, that is. He say, prepping for my Cali trip next month. Count down. He say, trying to remember Pilar's email for medical checkups. Andrew, do me a favor. If you already have in the WhatsApp group, let me know. Or if you already have my phone number in WhatsApp, let me know. Because what I'll do is just send me a message on WhatsApp, and or send me an email. Either way, with your phone number, if you're not already with us on WhatsApp, I'm going to give you Pilar's direct phone number, so you have that. Pilar has been helping out my man 0 Milligram while he's here as well. So she helps out a lot of guys when it comes to getting your checkups, getting your body right, and everything. So shout out to Pilar. But yeah, send me a message. He said you could drive like you were back on I-275 in Tampa, yeah. with the cameras just like in Tampa. And then this is the funny part. They just don't, in Colombia, you pull up the website and then you pull up the ticket. They don't just show you your plates. They also have a video. So you can actually click and it's a video of you driving. So you look like, oh yeah, that is me. I do remember that street. So you can't even deny it. And then if you're gonna fight a ticket in Colombia, check it. Here's the headache. Colombian tickets build interest. Like after so long, they like interest, like a car loan gains interest or a house loan gains interest. Colombian tickets, after so long that you haven't paid because you may not have known about it, the interest increases every month, right? But here's how they get you. In Colombia, you may set a date to fight that ticket. The courts will purposely set that date 6 months down the line. What do I mean by that? Okay, if you pay the ticket now, it's $150. But if you wait until court date and you get found guilty, well, it might be $200 because of interest. And so a lot of people are like, they don't even fight it because they're like, man, the interest gonna go up. And so that's the dirty part about the traffic police. They know that most people aren't going to fight it. They aren't going to fight it. Will says this. He said, gentlemen, if a foreign woman gets your information, she can contact. This is true. This is very true and very important, guys. If you think that you can come to Colombia and get a woman pregnant and just vamp back to the States, yeah, I use the old school vamp, and vamp back to the States, yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, gentlemen. She can contact, and this is absolutely 1,000% correct. She can contact the State Department, and they will contact your state, and they will do a court-ordered proven paternity, and they will garnish your pay. This is 1,000% ironclad facts. For those of you that don't know that this could take place, it can. It can. He is correct regarding that one. Let me turn the music down just a little bit more, just a tad bit. There we go. Don't forget that, guys. I don't know how it is in Brazil. I can't tell you how Brazil does it. I can't tell you how Ecuador does it or Mexico. But Will is 100% correct for you dudes that don't know and you think you can just come down here and get some Colombiana pregnant. She can reach out to the State Department. The State Department will reach out to your state, and down the line, they will garnish your money. They will garnish your money. And you know how y'all like to pillow talk with the Colombianas anyway. I do this, I do that. Here's my Facebook. Here's my Instagram. Here's my mama name, my dog's name. Here's where I work. Here's the. You know how y'all be pillow talking when y'all be with these women in other countries. What do you do? Well, I work at so and so and so. Do you? Yeah. Well. Oh, yeah. Here's a picture of my mama, our address, my dog. No, I'm a good guy. Especially the good dudes. I'm a good guy. Yeah, here's a picture of my cat. His name Garfield. Yeah, Garfield. Yeah, that's me standing in front of my high school with the full name right there. Yeah, Oh no, baby, no problem. If we got married, what my last name will be? It will be Spence. So now she got, because y'all be pillow talking so much, so she got all the information. So make sure that you don't do that, gentlemen, because yes, there are a lot of countries that work alongside with the United States when it comes to garnishing child support from you. That's so true. So true. Let me scroll down a little bit more. And this is the information regarding the State Department. He said, Dre is not playing. They will get you. That's so true. That is so true. Ronan says this. He says, some of these guys don't just understand the Hue agreement. Let me write that down because I didn't know about that either. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Or the Hagu agreement. I'm just butchering the name, but let me write that down. He said everything that's in it. Absolutely correct. And you military guys definitely know about that. You military guys know way more than we do. Will said that. He said, dude, he said, I know from experience. He said, I've got a German woman pregnant. Come on now, Will, talk to us. I got a German woman pregnant. He said, this chick was so smooth that she came to the U.S., got all my information. He said, I know because it happened to me back in 1997. Woo! See, y'all got to be careful, man. Y'all out there, y'all got these chicks, y'all trying to be like R. Kelly.
I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the counter, by the button goes. Hands on the table, on the tippy toes. Girl, we'll be making love like the restaurant was closed.
Y'all can't be doing that, man. Y'all can't be doing them like y'all got them in the kitchen like cows.
I want sex in the kitchen,
over by the stove. By the butter rolls.
on her tippy toes. We'll be making love like the rest of it was closed.
All right. All right. Let's scroll down a little bit further, and then we're going to get started with the videos as well. Will says she came to my home and chilled with me for a week. She was that slick with it. He said, just send a WhatsApp text. Okay, cool, Andrew. I got your back, brother. I got your back. Thanks, bro. Jeffrey said, yeah, let me get my nuts taken care of because I'm not going to make any more babies. Absolutely correct. Shout out to the vasectomy kids, the vasectomy men out there. Shout out to Jay Anderson, the Great, being in the building, as well as DJ Davis of the Davis family. Glad to see you here. He said, just tell them what I do. He said the name of the business. He said, not the name of the business. Yeah, these dudes be pulling out their phones. Shout out to El Grimm in the building. Glad you're here, brother. With the $5 love. He said, what up, though, Dre? What up, though?
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Shout out to you, brother. He said, Dre, it's been a minute since so I could catch a live. He said, I'm curious what the child support payments start for in Colombia. Let's look it up, brother. Let's look it up. Let me hit ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT says about this. Let me lay down the scenario. I am a foreigner from the United States, and I just got a woman from Colombia pregnant. So I'm trying to find out, on average, how much would a foreigner from the United States that makes about $60,000 a year have to pay in child support to a foreigner foreign woman in another country? Let's see. Give ChatGPT a few moments to do what it does. And it's calculating everything. We get a chance to see. What would I have to pay? That's a good question. Okay, if I make $6,000. Oh, wow. He said the short answer is for one child, U.S. non-custodial parent who's earned $60,000 a year will typically pay about, maybe I didn't word it, rewrite the exact same scenario, but the woman and the child lives back in Colombia while I live and work in the United States. If she's a foreigner living back home in a foreign country with the child, how much in child support would I have to pay if I'm back in America and she and the child are living in Colombia? Yeah, it calculated as if the child and the mother was living in the States, and that would be $800 to $1,400 a month. Okay. On the low end, I'm not talking about, this is child support. On the low end, based off of what you're making, $60,000 a year in the States, you're a guy from the States, but the mother and the child is back in Colombia. If she goes to the State Department and the State Department does their homework, you'll be paying $700 to $900 a month on the low end. On average, you'll be paying $900 to $1,100 a month. Remember, the State Department is going to calculate it because in the States, see, if you're in Colombia and you take care of everything, then that's one thing. You know, get your child support set up while you're in Colombia, that's one thing. But if the person is reaching out to the U.S. State Department, that means that the jurisdiction now is in the U.S. The U.S. is going to calculate the numbers. And on the high end, $1,200 to $1,400 a month. They use a state percentage model. The State Department is going to use a state percentage model on average about 20%. So that baby and that baby mama going to live a decent life. Even though $1,000 go further in Colombia, the courts typically do not care about that factor. I'll say that again. Even though the $1,000 goes a long way in Colombia, because you ran back to the States and didn't get the child support set up in Colombia. So now she files with the State Department and they do everything state-wise. She's going to get that calculation of $1,000+ on average from your paycheck. Shout out to Jay Anderson once again. Man, Mark is in the building. He said, hey, boy, my social security number is. Hey, boy, my social security number is. Or, hey, baby, here's my social security number, girl. You know I love you, my chica. You're the best. Yeah. So we don't want to make that mistake. He said, based on the percentage there in that country, he said it's a flat rate, not incremental. Yep. So, hey. He said, I'm still glad about a foreign woman. He said, still glad that I got a foreign woman pregnant and not an American woman. That's a good point. He said, I had no drama with the German woman and she let me see my child. Why can't we get it like that in the States? He needs to talk to T-Mac. Yeah, I wish T-Mac was here too, because T-Mac has his daughter. Yeah, correct, in Colombia. Shout out to KW being here. He said, what's good, Andre? He said, I got my Cigna health insurance done. Now you got that international health insurance. He said, I thought it was a price until I saw most Americans are now paying $1,200 a month on premiums. That's the other thing that I don't miss. Since Trump came in and changed Obamacare and changed Medicaid, changed Medicare, man, it's crazy how much you guys are paying in your premiums regarding medical in the States. That's crazy. He said, you have to mention the country. You know, I don't know. Poor man 313 said he's going to catch the replay. Shout out to the replay crew. He said, bro, what business? He said, I am the business. He said, is that for, I'm dipping now. I'm dipping somebody else's statement. He said, is that for, is that just for you? I don't know. I didn't get that one, so I better stay out of somebody else's conversation. He said, I'm in Texas. He said, I already know one kid is $1,870. I mean, $1,870 on average. Goodness gracious. That's the U.S. price instead of Colombia. He said it would be better to file in that true. It'd be better to file while you're in Colombia. When she says she's pregnant and y'all do the paternity test and you can prove that it's yours, get it all done in Colombia, dude. Do not let it linger off and it's in the States. He said, man up or pay the piper. Absolutely correct. He says in Germany, they go by their standard. I pay. Let's have a moment of silence for our brother Will. $2,800 a month for two shorties. He says the State Department goes by the higher country. Germany child support is higher than the U.S. I did not know that. I did not know that. Let's remember that part, gentlemen. We talk to a man that's experienced this. So it's not like we're talking to somebody that don't know what he's talking about. Two kids. Had the kids in Germany, even though he lived back in the States. And he says that they go by the higher country. So even if you get somebody pregnant in Thailand, you leave her? And you know these females will go through your wallet while you sleep. Come on now, they take a photo of your picture, of your credit card. They take a photo. They don't even want the credit card. They just want your name. They'll take a photo of your driver's license that's in your wallet, and you sleeping. She done sucked you to sleep. She sucked you to sleep, and your pants are on the living room floor. And she just go in the living room, open up your wallet, and she knows she pregnant. Take photos, and as soon as you talk about it ain't my baby, she like, okay, let me call the U.S. State Department. Good information as usual. Yes, sir. We share good information on this podcast, on this broadcast. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to Tony Tone being in the building. Shout out to Antonio. Glad to see you here, Tone. Tone said, yeah. He said, I know. He said, do right now. He said, do right now. He said, he's a dude right now. He said, he got a Filipino. We're going to talk about that tonight on the video. A Filipino pregnant. He only pays $50 a month in child support. That's not bad. I bet you he made sure he took care of business there instead of running back over here. So shout out to him, Tone. Yeah. T-Mac says he's just a little distracted. Oh, dang. He said that 2,800 in Germany was in 2007. Woo. Salute to Zero as well as T-Mac being in the building as well. Mark says that he said, could she dip and file the Colombian and in the U.S.? Double dip? I don't know. I don't think so. Because they work with the State Department, so both countries will know what's going on. He said, yeah, I would have had to have a shotgun style. Yes, sir. Woo. That's a lot of money. You paid a lot to have kids by a woman that you did not want to be with. The money or her? Her or the money? Yeah, I'll go ahead and pay the money. I'll go ahead and pay the money. I don't think I want to be with him. Yeah, this is a vicious game. A vicious game. Yes, sir. He said that Michael Blackson. Yes, sir. He said, well, I'll tell him my name is Michael Blackson. It's for real. For real. Shout out to E-Man in the building. He said, that's why I'm staying, he said, out of them European countries. He said, they're extension of the U.S. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. All right. And the last comment we're going to read is T-Max down at the bottom. He said, few people pay child support in Colombia. This is true. I didn't know that. Say it again. Few people pay child support in Colombia, but I pay one Colombian minimum salary per month. So he just pays off whatever the minimum salary amount is. That's what he pays for his daughter. So I understand that completely. And you're absolutely correct. That's one thing I can say. The average Colombian dude, he ain't paying for that child support. They said that was an expensive orgasm or organism. Yeah, for real. Goodness gracious. He said, I'm not in the Philippines. He said, I'm going to the Philippines, $50 a month. I'm all in. Yes, sir. T-Mac said, he said, throw an extra for transportation so that she can Uber with my daughter. Absolutely correct. I'm with that, brother. Responsible dads. I appreciate you, what you guys are giving us an example of. My man Will says this. Shout out to Will. Will says, guys, don't scheme. He said, if she wants to get you, she could call the police in her country while you're there, and they will get your. That's a good point. That's a good point. I never even thought about that. She could call it, and that goes in most countries. She could call the call the police, get your information, and they will give it to her. Please play nice. That is an boy, we getting some information here tonight, man. We are learning tonight. Real quick, guys, real quick, and then we'll go into our videos. I know, right? Before we go into the videos, guys, They're up to 90 people so far that they've turned back in Medellin alone. They're up to 90 people. Let me change this music up. They're up to 90 people in Medellin that they've turned back thus far alone. I don't think all the guys were bad guys, but you're going to have to be careful. Now, we're going to go to the main topic in a few seconds, but you're going to have to be careful with what you have in your phone. You're going to have to be careful and know, your information. Like they say, what area of the city are you going to be in? What are your plans while you're here? Know the answers to those questions. Know the answer to those questions. They say, how long are you going to be here? I'll be here 8 days. What are you going to do while you're here? Well, my first group of days, I'm going to do this, that, and this. And then I plan on doing a city tour. I don't care if you say the same thing every time you come to Colombia. But coming here saying that I'm just here to party, I'm just here to just wind down, that doesn't work anymore. They will turn you around. And if they grab your phone and they go through it, and they see photos of you and some chicas, and that's not your girlfriend or your wife, for some guys that have been here a lot, it can be problematic. And Cartagena is starting to do it as well. Do realize that another thing, guys, do realize that the mayor of Medellin has been considering running for president for the past few years. And he's done a really good job trying to clean up Medellin. And that's one of the things that he's trying to use as a catapult, cleaning up crime. So he's trying to clean up crime and use that as a tool for running for president. But another tool that they're trying to use, that he's going to be using to run for president, I don't know if he's going to run for president in this up and coming, election, or in the presidency a couple years from now. But they're cleaning up who can come into Colombia through Medellin and who can't. And more they find dudes with 100 condoms and 50 pair of panties and all this madness in y'all suitcases, the more that, 9 vibrators and a partridge in a pear tree, the more they're going to turn guys away. And if you think it's going to hurt their tourism, it's not. 7.3 million people came here last year. And for them to turn away, let's say they turn away the whole year, 200 people. That 200 people are not going to hurt a tourism budget of 7.3 million people. But you don't want to be one of those 200. So make sure that you keep your phone clean or bring a burner phone and know what you're going to do when you come to Colombia. Don't just try to come down here and act like, well, I'm going to wing it. I'm just here to hang out. You got me down here, say, hey, I'm coming down here. I got a friend down there in Colombia, in Cali, Colombia. What's his name? Andre Spence, Love Crossing Borders. Pull up my YouTube channel. Dude. Now, if you in Medellin, you ain't got no business to be pulling up our channel because you in Medellin. You don't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can pull up the channel and say, hey, this is a friend of mine, lives down here, happily married with his wife. And so I'm spending some time visiting with them, so forth and so forth, whatever it is. But you got to know your story, have your story intact. You can't just come down here and just like before, I'm just down here just free balling it and expect them to understand. So guys, just remember that. There's just a little bit of information for you guys to remember. T-Mac says this, when I enter Colombia, he said, I have documents ready to show them that I have a visa. He say a business ownership, a cellular, which is the Colombian ID / social security card. It's in one card, your cellular. He say daughter's birth certificate. He say, and they rushed me through so I could pay. See, you and I are different, T-Mac. Let me put like, guys, Will, I'm talking to you, Will, and any other you guys that have a visa here in Colombia or you're working on your visa here in Colombia. You do not And T-Mac can attest to that. Zero, my man Vic, you do not go in the line with the tourist anymore. I'm going to say this one more time. This is important. Once you get your cellular or your ID, when you're leaving Colombia, if you have a visa, show them your ID and your passport. Do not just show them your passport, because they'll assume that you don't have a visa and it won't calculate in the system. So they'll look at you as if, so you've been here this whole time and well, you owe us $300 and over in being here all these extra days, and you'll pay that extra fee, but you don't owe an extra fee. I had a friend that happened to him. He's been here for 3 years, went back to the States for his college graduation. He was doing college online. He graduated, went back to the States for the ceremony. He said, Dre, he asked me this. He said, Dre, they charged me like $300-400 when I left out of Cali. I said, what happened? He said, I don't know. They told me that I've been staying over all this time for 2 or 3 years, so I owe money. I said, bruh, did you show him your cellular? Huh? Huh mean you can hear. Dude. I said, when you leave Colombia, you don't just show if you got a visa, you don't just show them your passport. You take your cellular ID, and remember your cellular is your social security card and your ID combined. You take this card and your passport and give it to them at the same time so that they can calculate, oh, this guy has a visa, he's here. So when you come back, you do the same thing. But here's the kicker. You don't stand in the line, that long line in Cartagena. You ain't doing that. That long line in Bogota, yeah, you ain't got to do that no more. That long line in Medellin, yeah, you got a visa. You ain't even supposed to be in that line. You get in the short, fast line with the Colombians. So Vic, when you go back to the States, visit a family, make sure that you show your cellular ID, because I know you're waiting to get your cellular, or even show that piece of paper that you got verifying your cellular and your passport when you leave. Don't forget that. Show both of them. So either if you don't have your regular physical cellular, show them that piece of paper that says, hey, I'm just waiting on my cellular. Show them that, and then they'll go in the system to verify that you have your visa. When you come back, show both of them as well. But you don't stand in the line with the foreigners. Let all them foreigners, let all those mirror Americans stand in that 3-hour line. You get in the line with the rest of the Colombians. Do not forget this. This is very important. Very important. That's why I'm able to zoom in, zoom out, because I don't get in the lines and I know T-Mac already knows this, but just to let you, Jay Clyde knows this, but just to let you guys that have either just got your visa and you haven't been back to the States yet, show your cellular, show your passport from now on, coming in out of Colombia and coming into Colombia. And do not get in that line. I know you see that line and everybody rushing. Man, you ain't got to get in that line. Do not get in that line. When they sit back and they say foreign line, you can ask them, is this the line for the foreigners or the locals? When they say the locals, that's the line you get in. That's the line you get in. So don't forget that, guys. He said, come on, guys. He said, we do cloud. We know where we are and how to place things. He said, wipe your phone. Yeah, clean your phone. Absolutely correct. He said, why give them a reason? Absolutely correct, Chris. Absolutely correct. Yep, and T-Mac said he has all his stuff, and that's why I brought that up, guys. That's why I brought that up for guys like Vic. Shout out to my man 0 Milligram that haven't been back to the house yet, haven't been back to the States yet. Don't forget that. Do not forget. Show both of them. Show that letter or your cellular and your passport. And your passport. Yep. He said, I respect and keep the strange individuals out of. He said, I do respect. Yeah, dude. I'll read the comment section on Instagram whenever they like, you know how Colombia does. They'll like have the police officer standing next to the guy who they sent back to the States or sent back to Europe. Man, you read the comments of the Colombians in Instagram, and they are happy about it too. Now, mind you, most of the comments aren't saying send those foreigners back. No, they're like, send back the perverts. If he's pervy, send him back. But if you're just a good dude, they ain't tripping. So most Colombians ain't tripping when foreigners come. They just don't want the creepy dudes. And so they're happy that the creepy dudes are being sent back now. Is that El Guapo I see? Shout out to El Guapo in the building, man. Shout out to you. Glad to see you're here. Kingmaker. He said, salute Dre. He said, working night shift and listening in. He said, thanks for the fire content. Salutations to the fellas. Coins are on the way. Conclave bros. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, brothers. This my dude right here, man. We had a good time at the Black Manosphere Conclave this past August in Miami. The next one is going to be in Vegas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, don't forget that, Zero. Do not. He said, I'd never wait in a normal line. Absolutely correct. Thank you, T-Mac, for confirming. I'm not the only one that knows this. We do not, if you got a visa in Colombia, you do not have to wait in that long line with those mere mortals, with those peasants with passports. You don't wait in those lines with those average people with passports. Shout out to the average folks. He said, yep. He said, I mean, never wait in the foreign line. Ever. No, you don't have to do that. So if you got your visa like Will, like I say, J. Clyde, T-Mac, and many of you other brothers, you do not get in that line with the long line with everybody that just got a passport. You're beyond those days. You're beyond that. Shout out to you. Jay says this. He said, say what? He said, seriously? He said, what have I been doing all this time? Have I been standing in a long line for 6? Dude, you don't got to. Jay, if you have your cellular and your no, you ain't got to get in that line. Jay, Andre and I were coming in from, I think we were coming in from Europe. And we came in through Bogota, and the line was like 45 minutes. And they remind, hey, what are you doing? You're in the wrong line. No, it wasn't that trip. It was when I and Richie Mack came back from the conclave last year, and I forgotten, and we landed in Medellin because we met T-Mac in Medellin, right? I'd forgotten to not stand in the long line. Fortunately, it wasn't that long, maybe like 15-minute wait. But the immigration guy told me, he said, remember, from now on, you don't stand in this line right here. This is the line for just foreigners that's coming in. You are considered a local, so you stand in the local line because you have a visa. And so that's what it was. This past I was trying to remember when it happened, but it was me by myself flying in to Medellin, and then because Richie Mack had flown in the day before, and so I came the day after, and that's what he told the guy at immigration told me, what are you waiting this long line for, man? You're supposed to be over here. And I was like, okay, yeah, I forgot about it. He said, I have a C. Shout out to Ronan. Ronan said, I have a ARC1 card in the Philippines. He said, and the folder full of my renewals. Shout out to you, brother. He said, so they can see and verify that I have not overstayed. Absolutely correct. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to El Guapo being in the building. Yes, sir. Salute to that brother and all the king makers out there. And let me scroll back. T-Mac said this: the Colombian officials are very good about always letting me know to use the proprietary or the proprietary line, even when I go and take a flight. That's true. He said, when I went to Santiago, San Andreas, shout out to San Andreas Island, beautiful island. If you guys get a chance to go out to San Andreas, promise you enjoy it. They saw me with my cane and brought me to the front. Yes, sir. Shout out to you and you and Obsidian and all the guys that have their canes that they use. Shout out to you, brother. Andrew said, part of the reason that I'm going to Cali first I'm going to Cali first as a foreigner, hoping that they're like, oh yeah, Cali is fast. We're fast, but dude, you might be in immigration in Cali. And I'm talking about from the moment that your feet land, the plane lands, from the time the plane lands to you walking out the door in Cali, 20 minutes, if that. We're fast here in Cali, bro. I mean, fast in Cali. So yeah, just like Betankia. Shout out to DJ. DJ said Betankia, the wait is about 15, 20 minutes tops. Yeah, that's how it is here. The same way. Yeah, it's fast in Cali. Yep. Shout out to Chulupe in the building. So I'm glad we got a chance to talk about that. Shout out to Jay once again. Jay Shar being here. He said, miss your wisdom, bro. He said, you definitely need it. Yep. You're definitely needed in this space. Yes, sir. In this travel space. Shout out to our brother talking to El Guapo. Let's get started with the video, gentlemen. We got 67 in the building. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys donating to the Children's Cancer Foundation this particular evening by way of PayPal or Cash App. And the link is going at the bottom. Let's pull up the video. The passport sisters getting pregnant in other countries. I couldn't make this up. Baby. Here we go. Let me change the music and turn it down. Okay, I already changed it. Let me turn it down a little bit. And get ready to watch this mess.
I got a little baby up in my belly.
I started off and said,
I got a little baby up.
When you find out you're overseas and a Chinese man, when you find out that you're pregnant overseas by a Chinese man and got to see it through, my boy. She's overseas. She got pregnant by an Asian dude. And now she feels like she got to see it through.
Up in my belly. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta see it through. I got a little baby up in my belly. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta see it through.
Well, kiss my ass and cover me in cough syrup. What the fuck are y'all out here doing? Why the fuck did I just have to send a soldier back stateside because she got fucking pregnant? We supposed to be out here trying to train, not running trains. Y'all out here fornicating like we hosting a freak off at a frat party in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Sergeant Jackson.
Yes, sir.
We need you to slow the fuck down. You out here running through female soldiers faster than a COVID test in a campsite.
Let's bring that back for all you military men.
Well, kiss my ass and cover me in cough syrup. What the fuck are y'all out here doing? Why the fuck did I just have to send a soldier back stateside because she got fucking pregnant? We supposed to be out here trying to train, not running trains. Y'all out here fornicating like we hosting a freak off at a frat party in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Sergeant Jackson.
Yes, sir.
We need you to slow the fuck down. You out here running through female soldiers faster than a COVID test in a campsite.
First Sergeant, we're bored, and there was nothing else to do.
Bored? You been out here getting folded like an American flag on a funeral detail.
Well, First Sergeant, we don't say nothing when a barracks bunny sneak off to your room late at night.
You mind your fucking business. I'm your first sergeant, not your third.
Said the barracks bunny.
First sergeant. And y'all calm the fuck down. Y'all out here popping Plan Bs like prescription pills. I just better not find out nobody else pregnant. Now get y'all whole ass out my formation.
Okay, y'all, so I wouldn't even come to TikTok and fucking be crying and shit, but first of all, y'all know I'm pregnant, so I'm fucking emotional. So y'all know I've been looking for a fucking condo because I've literally been fucking homeless for months at this point. Now, obviously, I've had places to stay, but...
Now, just to backtrack, this sister's in Asia, gets knocked up. She ain't got nowhere to go. She's staying with a friend of hers, a brother. Shout out to the brothers that's looking out for the sisters in Asia. But she gets knocked up. Shout out to Growth. Letting me know they got to catch the replay. Appreciate you being here, brother. He said, but that army skit was real. I believe you. So this sister gets ready to rent an apartment. And in Asia, the owner decides, he changed his mind when he found out that she was pregnant. And he's not going to rent to her.
Y'all get the fucking drift. So I've been literally preparing for my baby to come and my daughter. So I've been here in Bangkok, fucking Thailand, looking for a fucking place. I finally found a place, fucking gorgeous, in fucking Asok. And y'all, shout out to my realtor. This has nothing to do with my realtor. My realtor is amazing. I've sent y'all my realtor's information. But anyway, we finally, after looking and going on tours, we finally found a place. Initially, I wasn't supposed to move in until...
No, this is a different chick, Jeff.
October 1st, which was a little bit too long because I was trying to get moved.
Oh, wait a minute. That is the same chick. So this is the same chick that was just singing in the beginning talking about, I don't know what to do.
Then, because I'm currently literally staying at my friend's house right now. And so we found a place, and he was like, the owner said that I can move in on the 25th instead of the 1st. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay at my homeboy house. He's been kind enough to let me stay here, and I told him, you know, that I'm going to be moving out, or I'll be leaving you know, next week on the 25th. Well, in 3 days, y'all, I'm literally supposed to move into my condo. 3 days. In fucking 3 days. I've been super busy. I've been fucking working my ass off, just trying to get back on my feet and shit. And so I was just super excited about, like, I'm just emotional because y'all don't understand. Like, it's been a fucking long, hard ass journey. But, and I'm pregnant, so I'm fucking emotional, but whatever. But anyways, I was like super excited to just fucking be back in my own space. And my realtor had been trying to contact me or whatever, but I just been busy and I've been asleep. Like, either I'm just working, doing my nail classes, or I'm fucking asleep. So he's been trying to get in touch with me, so finally he got in touch with me today. And he fucking tells me that the owner changed his mind about renting to me because I'm pregnant. First of all, let me tell y'all, we already like did the contract, like he's already prepared everything, already paid the fucking deposit to him. So he basically was just like, he doesn't want to rent to me because I'm pregnant. Send the money back, and basically he doesn't want it. His condo is nice, which it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very nice. Like, it's really nice.
What's it like being pregnant in Bangkok, girl? Oh my God. It's just like being pregnant. You know how when you're pregnant and you have that summer pregnancy? In Thailand, it's summer all year damn near. It's hot as I just feel big and sweaty all the time. It's different not having, you know, like all of my family here. Of course, I have the Black in Bangkok community, which they have become my family. I mean, it's cool for the most part, aside from the heat. But overall, I mean, it's been cool. You know what I'm saying? The good thing.
You know what, Jay? That's a good point. As much as they be on our back about a 6-footer, we know that they don't get banged up This sister here, as well as the other sister that we just saw, did not get banged up by a 6-footer. Excellent analysis.
Thing is, the food is cheap, so your girl get to eat all the time.
American pregnant in South Korea, country with one of the lowest fertility rates in the world. Like, people ain't having babies like they need to repopulate this country for the future. But we having a baby. And it wasn't planned, but here we are.
Me at 6 months pregnant in Germany, no village, no family, no friends around, cried because I just couldn't hold it anymore.
It's just too hard. This whole pregnancy thing is it's so fucking hard. Like, I just had a crazy thing because I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. I just want my body.
What's up, y'all? It's me, girl Nas B, and welcome to Surviving My Chinese Baby Daddy. Bitch, it's time to
So her baby daddy Chinese. Let's go.
tell my motherfucking story. It is what it is. Judge me, don't judge me. You probably going through it too, or maybe even worse, okay? Shout out to all my moms out there that's holding it down. LP, I see you. As y'all know, I am 2 months postpartum. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all always asking me, so it ain't no different having a baby overseas, dealing with these niggas overseas. A nigga gonna be a nigga. It don't matter what color, shade, country, culture. It do not matter. All of the.
So she got pregnant, based off her analogy, she got pregnant by a ratchet Chinese dude overseas. And she calling him the N-word. This is straight hood. Hey, you know what's surprising me, really? I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised that these Asian dudes getting it in like this. I mean, they put us through hell and high water to get the coochie in the States, right? And to sit back and see Asian dudes at 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", blowing their back out until they get pregnant. Because we know they didn't get pregnant on the first draw. It wasn't a one-night stand that these sisters got pregnant in Thailand, in China. Like the one sister said, in Korea. It ain't the tallest dudes, and it ain't dudes that's balling in these countries. It's the dude that's from the fishing village that's getting these chicks pregnant, and they had the audacity to ask you to make $100,000, but then at the same time, they letting the dude from another country from a fishing village beat they back in. We talk about a dude that barely know English, and let's say that he does, and he's fluent in English. He's fluent enough to flip her on a, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no. That's why my man putting that yin yang in a thing. Them Asian dudes putting that yin yang up in that thing. It's crazy. And then they'll have the audacity to take their butts back to the States with the baby and expect y'all to be the hey, you American dudes. They be expecting y'all to be the stepdaddies.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
My man had her up in there, dog. He had her like this.
I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the counter,
by the butter rolls.
hands on the table.
Had them on their tippy toes.
Girl, we'll be making love like the restaurant was closed.
The Asian dudes got them on their tippy toes next to the butter rolls.
I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the counter.
I can't believe it.
Hands on the table.
On her tippy toes.
Girl, we'll be making love like the restaurant was closed.
By the butter rolls. Had her over there by the Chinese rolls. He said expectations of a local man is why was way lower for the foreigner. And they do the same thing with the European dude. He ain't got to be a baller. Y'all got to learn how to flip that and make them understand that you give them access just for being in our presence. I said president, but presence. This is madness, I say. Let's bring this beat back. Her and her baby daddy. Surviving my Chinese baby daddy. So she got pregnant while in China.
To surviving my Chinese baby daddy. Bitch, it's time to tell my motherfucking story. And it is what it is. Judge me, don't judge me. You probably going through it too, or maybe even worse, okay? Shout out to all my moms out there that's holding it down. Yo, big. I see you. As y'all know, I am 2 months postpartum. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all always asking me, so it ain't no different having a baby overseas, dealing with these niggas overseas. A nigga gonna be a nigga. It don't matter what color, shade, country, culture. It do not matter. All of the mamas out there, the baby mothers out there, they got the baby daddy mamas, the baby mama daddies, the bitter baby mama, baby daddy. They always try to put that title on us, but really it be them. Let me tell y'all about this situation. I'm about to go get my baby some diapers real quick. Because I told my baby daddy that we needed diapers for the baby. And I've been telling him that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Nothing has happened. Constant, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. Oh, my business this, I'm waiting for that. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, I ended up getting the baby some diapers. Told my baby daddy, actually, like, I had got quite a few things for the baby. Ended up sending a picture to my baby daddy, like, don't worry about it, I got it myself. It's to the point where I don't even ask the nigga for shit for real. Somehow we ended up having a conversation. He ended up coming over to supposedly help me, give me a break, which is never really that, but that's another story. We'll get into that later. We get to talking or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, you bought some time. Now we have some time and we can spend money on something else. Sir, I got a bag of diapers that has 84 diapers in there. The baby is going through 8 to 12 diapers a day. I'm telling him this, and sometimes even more. He's like, oh yeah, we have that means we have about 2 weeks till we get some more diapers. I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking, because I know. You ain't even gotta tell me, bitch. I know, okay? I said, that's not how this works. Like, you want to make sure that you stock up on diapers. You don't wait until the baby is down to his last 3 diapers. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been 12 years, bitch. I'm doing this all over again. I'm only 2 months in the game.
So she got a 12-year-old from the States. Based off of how she's talking, she's got a 12-year-old, because she says it's been 12 years since she's gone through this. The pregnancy, in other words. And having a baby. And now she going through this with a Pookie from China. Man, you cannot make this up with the passport sisters.
Bitch, I know, okay? I said, that's not how this works. Like, you want to make sure that you stock up on diapers. You don't wait until the baby is down to his last 3 diapers. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been 12 years, bitch. I'm doing this all over again. I'm only 2 months in the game after 12 years. He's like, I'm a businessman. Why would I spend capital on something that's going to sit on the shelf? I guess he thought he ate with that. He thought he ate. He really thought he ate, okay? He definitely thought he ate with that. Because what? Bitch, what? Y'all, am I tripping? Last time I checked, you want to make sure you got diapers stacked up. And I just ran out of diapers I recently had just ran out of diapers from my baby shower. He has not bought a single diaper, bitch. We literally got into a whole argument because I'm like, that's not how it works. And he's like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or is it just pure fucking stupidity. One thing I can't stand a nigga that decide that he don't want to, own up to his responsibility during the...
That's crazy how she keep calling this Asian dude the N-word. And how it's crazy how she's surprised that when she was in Asia, she wouldn't come across a Pookie. She literally, out of all, we're talking about a country with billions of people, China. And out of all the dudes, you got pregnant by a Chinese Pookie with those long nails, the weave braids, and that mouth and that attitude. And like I said, it wasn't like the Asian dude hit it one time and that was it. That Asian dude probably was running through her for months. And come on, let's be real. Asian dudes ain't known for their girth or their width. Let's be real. They ain't famous for breaking in backs. Asian dudes ain't known for coming down with the force of 10,000 Thors. And at the end of the day, she was letting them hit it over and over and over and over again. Just because she felt like this. She was trying to let that man turn her coochie into a home. And she's surprised. She's surprised. Didn't she know?
You ain't gonna hit no woman in my house.
What woman, sir? This here's a hoe.
This here's a hoe. He knew what he was doing. He said, what woman, sir?
You ain't gonna hit no woman in my house.
What woman, sir? This here's a hoe.
This here's a hoe. This here's a... Bring that beat back. Come on, cat.
You ain't gonna hit no woman in my house.
What woman, sir? This here's a hoe.
What you see on the screen? This here's a hoe. And these women are constantly letting these Asian dudes see when they sit back and they talk about something, ain't nobody hitting it in another country. Oh, somebody hitting it. Somebody hitting it. And she lives in Thailand and met him there and thought that he was a wealthy businessman. My name is Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. She thought it was Elmer J. Fudd from Bugs Bunny. My name is Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. She thought she was eating. He said, I will say one thing about Asians. They are good about their cash gifts. He said, my daughter gets several thousand each trip to Japan, especially around New Year's with the red envelopes. Now, I did know about the red envelopes, but goodness gracious, for this woman here, this here's a hoe. Only black men have to make them orgasm for real. He said, I'll be honest. Shout out to Tone. Tone says, I'll be honest with you. That ain't really nothing new because mostly Asian guys or Korean guys with the K-pop guys, he said they will go into the Philippines and they will get them girls pregnant on purpose and give them the deuces. Throw them up the deuces. Throwing up the deuces. She thought she came up with Mr. Lee. And he won't even buy Pampers. Yeah, man. Yeah, and the birth rate's still low. Yep. Men are not having kids like that. It's expensive. This dude didn't even afford some condoms. Shout out to Mark. Mark says this. He said the Pookie still hit after the argument. It was still hitting it. And if she's still in Asia, like she talking because he comes over to the house, so she still got to be in Thailand or the Philippines. I mean, Thailand or China. He's still coming over there hitting. That's why she upset. Not only because of the baby, but because she's still over there hidden. Said OJ Duke Jackson did a piece on her, and she tried to clap back. But you know, OJ let her have it. David says this to Andre and the fellas in the chat. How will we describe the sisters' world ethic image? Trash. Trash. That's for real.
You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for.
You ain't got no respect for these sisters, man. They part of the problem. The K-pop pookies. Shout out to UK. He said the K-pop pookies. Yes, sir. He said, I got head. He said, I got a head shaking my head. He said, Asian men have been winning with women from the other side of the world. And they tried to keep it quiet, but now they're getting pregnant.
Pregnancy and shit like that, and then come back around after the baby is born, after you done missed a whole motherfucking 9 months, and thinking you calling the motherfucking shots, and you ain't even motherfucking did a fuck thing. So we gotta be okay with it, because if we're not, we're just bitter baby mamas.
Finding out I'm pregnant for the 9th time. Finding out I'm pregnant for the 9th time while on vacation. Finding out I'm pregnant for the, am I correct about that? She said 9th. Let me blow that up. Let me bring that back. My bad. My bad, gentlemen. Yeah, 9th time. Finding out I'm pregnant for the 9th time while on vacation. Her club is under reconstruction. That club is blew out. Shout out to my man Bond being in the building. Bonson, that is. He said, doubt the guy was Chinese or Thai. She posted shot. No, the dude is Chinese. That's what the video was about. The video, she already gave the title. Bond, you weren't here. When it first started, the title is Surviving My Chinese Baby Daddy. Surviving My Chinese Baby Daddy. That's what my point is. That's what this video is all about. These women are going over to these other countries trying to flex and talk about us and record what we're doing. And the truth about them is starting to come out. When you thought that your life was over just because you got pregnant, but you're 7 months, but you're 7 months on vacation in Jamaica.
Yes, God! Yes!
Coming back from my trip to Africa, pregnant with my first child. Coming back from Africa. For my trip to Africa, pregnant. Y'all can't make this up. Y'all see all that bare hair under her arms? This woman got bare hair under her arms. Man, this woman make y'all look bad, my African brothers. African brothers, y'all was hitting this? Y'all hit this. Come on, man. African brothers, y'all got this pregnant? That mean that you were going hitting it back to back to back to back until she got pregnant? Yeah, at least the white girl, Simon said this, at least the white girl was crying. She had regret. The sisters up here dancing in Jubilee. The sisters are in Jubilee. This is crazy. Eddie, why you treat me like animal? Seriously.
What you want me to do?
your freaking dancer. Dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your next.
A foreigner shows up and quickly gets a Filipina pregnant. So the next logical move seems to be to get married. But there's just one problem. The baby might not be his, or the Filipina might actually have another boyfriend, or the Filipina might not even want to be with him. Basically, a Filipina telling you she's pregnant is not a good enough reason to get married. And more than likely, if a Filipina is eager to get pregnant from a foreigner, it's not because she wants to get married and start a family, but more than likely because she wants financial support. Now, obviously, if you have a Filipina girlfriend and she gets pregnant and the baby is yours and you want to start a family together, then you should get married, and I think that's a great idea. And if you do get a Filipina pregnant, then of course, you need to help support the mom and the baby. But don't think that getting married is going to magically solve all your relationship problems and make everything better.
Remember the divorce rate in the Philippines right now. If I'm not mistaken, the divorce rate in the Philippines still is illegal to file for divorce. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ronan. Unless anything's changed. So you get her pregnant, you think, hey, I like her, she kind of likes me. You marry her, ain't getting no divorce, not in the Philippines, and you can't go to another country and file for that divorce because they already know that y'all got married in the Philippines.
The best way to avoid this trap is obvious. Don't give cream pies to random Filipinas you meet in the Philippines. Duh!
I traveled to a foreign country to get pregnant by a complete stranger with no strings attached.
Why is this for me?
I consider it the best decision I ever made.
Honestly, this is something I would do. It is.
Let's get it.
See, even man, these females in the States, bro. Even the white girls, even the snow bunnies are goofy when it comes to this.
Do it. 7 years ago, when I was 24 years old, I decided I wanted to have a child while I was still relatively young and energetic. I had a college degree, made $90,000 a year as a marketing analyst, and had been investing in the stock market since high school, so I knew I could afford to take care of my kid. The problem was that I didn't really want to be with a guy. I'd tried the dating thing, but nothing clicked. And besides, I was always too busy to invest in a relationship. At the same time, I wanted a child, someone I would love forever and who would love me forever. And I didn't want to wait until my biological clock started ticking alarmingly. I considered going to a sperm bank. I could afford it, but I've always hated medical environments and thought it would be creepy to have a child with a faceless man. I thought about getting naturally inseminated by a guy I met online, but I didn't want to deal with child custody issues. Finally, I decided that since I'd already planned a 3-week working vacation to a foreign country, I won't say which one for privacy reasons, I might as well try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Long story short, after asking around and paying some people, I found this guy who was willing to sleep with me every night for 3 weeks. Since this country has a low cost of living, he was willing to, quote, do the deed for a few $100s.
For a few $100s, these women are flying to other countries to get pregnant. This is crazy.
He spoke okay English and wore a white button-down shirt. So I think he was a college student who wanted some extra spending money. I didn't really expect it to work, but 2 weeks after I got back, I missed my period and discovered that I was pregnant. Yay. Your face.
You must go to a private clinic or
a pregnant illegal foreigner. We're talking about in South Africa right now. And her boyfriend went to book a bed at a hotel or Airbnb to give birth in a public hospital where they were turned away. Because in South Africa, if you're not a citizen, you ain't got no business being pregnant there, because they will not allow you to give birth in the hospital. So now this young lady is looking for a hotel room to give birth.
A private hospital, okay? Yeah. Even if you want to check up your baby or even yourself, you must not use public facilities. Ne? Yeah, you must go seek medical help from a private clinic or private doctor, ne? Or private hospital. Ne? Yeah. Here you don't come back ever. Ne? Please. This hospital here in Mpumalanga, all hospitals and all public hospitals and all public clinics are for South Africans only. Ne? Yeah.
So
all the doctors,
tell your brothers and your sisters.
Tell your brothers, tell your fellow brothers, fellow countrymen. Yeah, tell them that in Mpumalanga, the whole of South Africa, foreigners are not allowed in public hospitals and public clinics.
Have I been living in Korea for going on 6 years now? Yes. Am I a Korean citizen? No. Is my husband a Korean citizen? Yes. Will our child be a U.S. citizen? Yes. Will our child be a Korean citizen? Also, yes. So based on the amount of time I've been living in Korea and the fact that my husband is Korean, I am eligible to get Korean citizenship. But the big thing about this, one, is proficiency in Korean, and your girl isn't at that level.
So she talking about her husband, yet we don't see any form of ring on that finger.
Yet, and two, the major thing here is that Korea doesn't allow dual citizenship. So in order for me to be a Korean citizen, I would have to renounce my U.S. citizenship, and that's not something I'm interested in doing. The other option is to have a visa, which is...
So that's a good point. I didn't know that. In Korea, you cannot do dual citizenship. So even if you get a chick pregnant in Korea, you're going to have to decide on which citizenship. Yep. That's a good point.
What I have, a marriage visa, which you do have to renew. Luckily, this time around, I don't have to renew my marriage visa until 2028. As for our child, which I've gotten questions about this, our child will have both U.S. citizenship and Korean citizenship, so they'll be eligible for dual citizenship. Our child will be born in Korea, and then we're going to move to America eventually. But there is another stipulation. So around or before his 18th birthday, he will have to make the decision if he wants to keep his Korean citizenship. So all Korean men are required to serve in the Korean military for about 18 months.
Okay, so if the son decides that he wants to be Korean instead of American, because he can only choose, once the baby is born, he can only choose one citizenship. If he chooses the Korean one, he must serve 18 months. These women are choosing the wrong countries to even get pregnant in. So we've been watching women that have been getting pregnant by strangers, and then women getting pregnant by their Chinese baby daddy. And now we're seeing women even getting pregnant in the wrong country that doesn't even benefit the child.
So from my understanding with military service, if he chooses to maintain his full Korean citizenship, he will have to go into the Korean military.
A Filipina got pregnant either by her Filipino boyfriend or by a random foreigner. But either he's broke or he ghosted her. So she needs to find a foreigner to give her a cream pie as soon as she can, if you know what I mean. So she'll be super eager to go on a date with you and go to your hotel room. And she's going to insist that you not use any protection and that you give her a cream pie immediately. And like clockwork, she's going to message you 2 weeks later. Guess what? Congratulations! You're the father. And now you get to support her for the next 9 months and then 18 more years. Lucky you. How to spot this scam? If a Filipino you just met or that you previously dated or knew before seems way too eager to meet you at your hotel room or condo and way too eager for you to give her a cream pie, then something is wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love cream pies. But I'm not walking around begging strangers to give them to me. The next sign is that she gets pregnant right away. And you think, wow, that was fast. So, what should you do if it happens to you? See, I'm in the results season. It's me versus me.
Sister says she went on vacation to meet the Jamaican. So she know this dude, got married to a dude she didn't know, pregnant by a dude that she didn't know, and now she talking about my belly is always full because he back in the States with her.
Execute a plan, do it, produce it.
It's time for another episode of Dealing with Horny Men Abroad. So this time I'm in Kenya, and I was staying at a hostel for a couple of weeks, just lying low and relaxing before I had a big 40-day overland camping trip to Cape Town. I got to know the workers, the volunteers, and the other guests who were also staying there pretty well. One of those guests was a British guy who really wanted everyone to go out with him on a Friday night. He had spent the day convincing a bunch of people, and I thought, well, why not? I might as well go. So we all go out, and for context, we is me, the British guy, the volunteer, and one other guy from like the Philippines. So I'm the only girl in this group, and we're going to a Latin night. We get there and I start pulling the guys into dance because I love to dance. They were playing bachatas and cumbias and, you know, all the things. I was actually pretty impressed for it being a Latin night in Nairobi. I pull the British guy into dance, and first of all, he is an awful dancer. And if you're not a good dancer, that's okay, but he was so bad, it gave me the ick. A part of that was also that I could tell he was into me and he was trying to flirt, and that mixed with the really bad dancing just wasn't working out. As the night goes on, the volunteer comes up to me and tells me, hey, this British guy is really into you. I told him, first of all, I'm not interested, and second, he needs to have the balls to tell me himself. This makes its way to the British guy, much like elementary gossip, and he comes up to me a few minutes later asking if he can buy me a drink. I said sure because I had bought a round earlier, and it was his turn. We get up to the bar, we order, and he goes to hand me the drink. And when he goes to hand me my drink, this man looks at me, and he says, please let me bless you tonight. I was embarrassed for him, so I just laughed, took my drink, and walked off.
What's the maximum amount of people you've bonked in one day?
22. That was at spring break.
Wow.
That was a sore night, to be
I was gonna
honest.
say that.
Yeah.
22 in one night, not one day. Not one day, mind you, one night.
You ain't gonna hit no woman in my house.
What woman, sir? This here is a hoe.
Exhausting. So can you talk us
Yeah.
through that? Like what happened? How was that set up?
Yeah, so I basically shared my hotel room online.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, this is the room I'm staying in. Like, just come and queue up. And I'll see as many of you as possible, like, whilst I'm here. Because when I went to spring break, loads of guys was like, oh, I've messaged you to film with you. And I couldn't get through, like, all of the messages. Like,
Yeah.
And I've said before, like, I've only got so many holes and so much time. Like, I physically could not film with everyone I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So on the last night, I was like, right, I'll just let them queue up. I'll just go one after the other.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I did.
And so how long from start to finish did that all take?
So I think I put the post at about 6 p.m. their time, and like we finished, it must be like 4 or 5 a.m.
What? That's insane.
And it was so funny. It's like during the videos, you hear people knocking on the door, like you hear like other groups of lads outside
waiting.
Yeah.
Was there like a queue outside the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, this is me here, right here. This is my homegirl who graduated from nursing school in. I don't know what the other lady is. She was intoxicated, but yeah. So we on a boat. We get on a boat. Mind y'all, he's a host, so he's real good. Making sure catering to us, making sure we're good.
So she's on vacation. There's a breakdown of this video. This sister went on vacation. Her and all the other big girls, big girls, big girls. They go on vacation. Like the captain or the host of the boat is being cordial. After the trip, the boat trip, he smashed And over time, she's letting them smash again, and she gets pregnant by this dude in another country that she knows nothing about.
I had, we wasn't looking at each other. He wasn't looking at me. I don't know if he was looking at me, but I wasn't, I was chilling. I'm on vacation, freshly single. Got out of a little situationship. The guy told me he had to heal or whatever the case is. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be healing in DR. And I healed. All right. So, I'm free. I'm outside. So we on the boat. The first stop was the snorkeling. Everyone who swim got out. I'm taking videos because I'm not one of those that can swim. So I'm taking videos of my friends and stuff. We having fun. So the second stop was like where the natural pool where everyone can get out is to you. So I'm outside. I'm maybe like little flirting and stuff with him, but nothing too crazy. So when I get off the boat, this is another guy in the water. That's his friend. His other guy in the water. They said they call him Tarzan. That's his friend. No, we called him Tarzan because of his hair. That's his friend. I'm in the water hugging on his friend, and he's looking at me from the boat, and we just laughing, like everything was good vibes, no issues, no nothing like that. So when we heading back to the dock, that's when it starts to get real. We heading back to the dock. Now I'm drinking more, he's drinking, enjoying. We started dancing. We danced to Love Like Honey. It was something. I was giving him like a lap dance. Like I'm like OD, drinking, dancing, very sexual, very inappropriate. So I'm dancing on top of him and stuff like that. He's dancing. He's, dancing with me from the back. Like it was just getting very, very, very sexual. Okay. So, it's a vibe. And now we vibing out. We hugged up and all of that. So the boat gets back to the dock or whatever, and I'm, everyone's getting off the boat, everyone's getting ready to leave. Everyone gets ready to leave, and he grabs my hand and he hands me this paper, and on the back of the paper was his number. But again, we kind of drunk, and this was during, it was still COVID, so DR didn't really have much clubs and stuff that was open. So he handed me this exact paper, and on the back of it was his name. So I'm in the car with my with the girls and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, man, the guy from the boat that I was dancing with, he told us to come here because y'all know it's COVID, it's nothing really open. So there's, all right, bet, we with it. I never texted him, never nothing, because again, I'm drunk. I took a picture of that because I knew I was drunk. I didn't know what I was gonna do with his number. I didn't remember his name or nothing like that. So so we ended up going to the club that night. We get to the club. So yeah, this was my outfit for the club. We get to the club, and he's there. And he came up to me and was just like, remember, his English is not so good. It's okay. Like you can kind of understand what he's saying. Oh, you didn't text me. I was like, you know what? I forgot to save your number. I don't remember it, but I'm here. So that whole night at the club, he was by me and my girls that whole night. Did not let me get out of his eyesight. At the club that whole night, we was vibing, dancing, just having a good time. We did not kiss that night. We was just vibing, dancing, having a good time, because we stayed, I think, Thursday to Monday, and that was probably Saturday night, dancing, everyone's having a good time, and all of that. So after the club, I finally locked in his number. We're texting, we're texting. He's calling me, we're laughing, I'm laughing at his accent and all of that. So, yeah. So, we leave DR. I leave DR. And I'm thinking, this is about to be nothing, whatever. I'm probably never going to see him again. So, he kept texting and calling and very, very much so consistent. So, I'm like, all right, maybe this going to be like a little summer fling, whatever. Come back, we texting, calling every day. He's calling me every day. He's texting me. I'm calling him. We really like building some type of fake bond with somebody that does not speak my language and somebody that lives in another country. Never would I have ever thought that I would, this would turn into something serious. So, after that or whatever, like I said, I'm a flight attendant. I was a flight attendant. I actually got fired 2 months before I got pregnant, but that's another story. If y'all want to know about that, then we could talk about that. Wasn't that too crazy? But I'm a flight attendant.
Once again, she gets fired before she got pregnant by the dude. So the dude was smashing it.
So, you know, we talking, chit-chatting, and we planning to meet up again. So I go back to DR, but then y'all got to tune into the next part. Y'all got to tune into the next part. For when I went back to DR the second time, but this time I went by myself.
To get that.
I'm officially missing guitars, man. Can't nobody do it like you. Love. Say every little thing you do. Hey baby, stays on my mind.
All three are pregnant by the same man and happy.
Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you.
Women hunting foreigners? A shocking trend in Japan. Some women are reportedly hunting foreign men, not for love, but to have mixed babies. No strings attached, no cultural bonding, just get pregnant, then you're gone.
To have mixed babies. When I married an immigrant from Colombia, I didn't know any English. He didn't know any English. And we had a baby together. And I really thought that we would be able to be co-parents when we split. So this sister met a dude in Colombia that didn't know barely any English, married this cat. Come on now. Married this cat. And then she talking about, I thought we could be good co-parents after they split. You can't make this up. Yeah. Well, y'all in Medellin taking care of business. They're in Medellin taking care of business.
I was geeking. I was high as fuck, tweaking. Ich im Spiegel gesehen. Alle sagen zu mir, dass ich Zeit brauche. Ich bin leise geworden.
Foreign dude getting them pregnant in other countries.
Die Gefühle nicht. Ich spüre nicht. Antidepressive, man.
Yeah, and I had him when I was 21. Not here.
Okay.
I had him
So she had her kid when she was 21 by a foreign stranger.
when I was supposed to be getting a degree abroad. I was 21. Like I was in the midst of turning 21.
Okay.
But I didn't know I was pregnant.
Oh,
God. So for like the first few months, like the first 5 months, so I was like spotting. And I'm very blessed to be those people who, at that time, my period would be 24 hours, like very short, very quick. So I was like, I'm okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
But at the time, I was experiencing some discomfort in my stomach. So I was just like, let me go get this checked out.
Okay.
So I went to like a clinic near my place where I was staying at that time.
Which country were you in?
I was in Malaysia.
Oh.
But yeah, the doctor did like some tests and
So once again, this sister is 20 years old. She said I was going on 21. So she was 20 years old in Malaysia. I don't know what it is, but these Asian dudes getting it in. These sisters talking about they can't find nobody to smash. If they can't find you brothers overseas, they don't care. They letting anybody hit. We about halfway through this video and we have seen Asian brothers getting it in. And you know Asian brothers ain't 6 feet. Most of them ain't got 6 figures, 6-pack, and they dang sure ain't famous for having more than 6 inches. But then they want to be at home and have all these stipulations for us. She in Malaysia got pregnant at 20.
stuff. And then he was like, you're with child. I looked at him.
Like, who are you talking to?
I was like, okay, that's a joke. And just took all the results, and like literally there was like the clinic was here, like a few steps away was like a bar restaurant, and I sat there, ordered a bottle of wine, and I was like, that's a joke. I sat there crying.
I was like, so now how do I tell people? And by the time I finished drinking, I just said, you know what? We shall live in denial.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the baby will come when the baby comes, if it comes or whatever happens. Like, so I remember even him telling me, you're like 5 months along. I was just like, so I'm pregnant. In my mind, I'm like, you're really pregnant. So I became a hobbit. I never left the house unless it was to go like get groceries and things. Even like friends would suspect that I'm pregnant. I'm like, no, it's just like indigestion, guys. It's gas. Like, I can't gaslight them into. And then the other time, a friend of mine was like, oh, let's go have lunch. I was like, no, Angela, if you're pregnant, you can't tell me. I was like, oh, hell no.
When you get home, start making arrangements for where are you going to get that baby from? Where are you going to deliver that baby? Because here you are not coming. Pretoria West, you are not coming.
So now they're kicking his sister out of South Africa because she is not South African. And in South Africa, you are not having the baby there. And the sisters are not having it.
We don't want to anymore. Start making arrangements where you are going to deliver the child, because here we don't want to. Yeah, you can go into Ramaphosa's house. He will help you deliver the
I'm not hurt by nothing else. I'm just hurt the fact that I just don't want to have. I don't have a kid.
Well, she back in the UK. Let the Jamaican dude get her pregnant. Now she don't want to have a kid.
It's not. I don't want my child to be affiliated with all this drama. I don't want to be. I don't want my kid to be connected to his baby mom. Like I don't want to bring my child into that. I always said to myself.
So he got a baby mama already, and she gonna be baby mama number 2. And she talking about she doesn't want the child to be connected, but she spread her wings and spread my wings and fly away. She spread her wings open and let her slam between her legs over and over again.
Any pitney I have, I've got to have it with my husband. And we got to live in the same fucking household. I'm not raising my child in a different household. I'm not. So the kid's got to fucking go. So I'm gonna drink some dog blood because I must bleed for 40 days or 40 fucking nights. And I don't care if anybody wants to say Renee dash her belly. I am gonna dash her belly because I don't want to fucking have no youths. I don't want to fucking have a kid in this situation.
Never have I ever stole money out somebody's purse. I was supposed to be so-called help.
Bro, you know I did that though. You know I stole some money.
Come here. So a Jamaican.
Then you got the white girls going down there. Jamaican man gets the daughter and the mother pregnant.
Man got a daughter and a mother pregnant. So that means he'll be the daughter's stepfather as well as the father of her child. The mother will be the daughter's child's grandmother, as well as the mother's child would be the daughter's sibling, as well as both the kids, the babies will be siblings. A Jamaican has done it again. Only a Jamaican. Like really, what kind of mix up bloodline is this? Like how do we have to say this for another time, because we have to go really calculate the math and see how it really go. Because
y'all better stop taking your asses to Jamaica, going on them rafts and screwing them Jamaican men raw. Y'all better stop. Yo, why did I stumble on a story for that ass? So this dude, I don't know if he a Lyft driver or something. I know his name Bella something. Hey friend, I forgot your whole name, but y'all probably know who he is. Go look it up, search up the story, it should come up. But the chick he cool with went to Jamaica with a group of friends. One of the friends met a dude in Jamaica, took the dude back to the Airbnb, smashed the dude. Dude went on about his business. She went on about her business. Next thing you know, she hurting down there. My boy was too big for her, fake. She had to go to the doctor and get stitched up. He was too big for her. But that wasn't the biggest plot. The plot is she did it raw. And she could be pregnant. Now, why she didn't go get a plan B right after the situation, or even not even a plan B? Like, girl, but we not gonna judge. People do stupid shit. She was on vacation with her friends. It is what it is. But y'all go check that story out. We gotta find out in 2 more weeks if she pregnant, because the doctor told her come back in 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, and we'll know if you're pregnant. Baby, your girl had a good old time. Had to get stitched up out there fucking with Mandingo here. Whew.
The young lady in this upcoming video states that she got pregnant for a man she only knew for 24 hours. She says she later found out when she spoke to him and told him that she was pregnant. She also found out that he was HIV positive. This is her story. Please watch. Thank you.
I got pregnant by a man I barely knew for 24 hours. Saturday is my self-care day, and I started off with getting my nails done. Now, the nail salon I go to is made like in a plastic.
Is it just me, or does she sound like a dude?
This man said he was coming out of the subway from getting something to eat. He tried to walk me to my car, tried to talk to me, and I told him, look, I wasn't interested. I got other things to do. Now, granted, he was tall, dark, and handsome. He asked me what I had to do. I said, I'm going to the mall. Usually when you tell a man you going to the mall or you ready to spend some money or do he have some money, it run him off. But it didn't run him off. He said, let him buy me whatever I want from the mall. I said, can you buy me whatever my heart desire at the mall? He pulled his wallet out, full of cars. He pulled his bankroll out, big. So I told him, okay. He followed me to the mall. He bought me everything my little heart desire on top of what I already was going in there to get. Mind you, it's a Saturday. His phone ain't blowing up and ain't no girls running up trying to defend their man.
Tevin says this. Shout out to Tevin King in the building. Here we go. He said, I have to apologize for my people. We don't practice D-discipline. He said also Jamaicans getting both moms and daughters pregnant is very common. The things we learned tonight, very common.
After that, we sat down and get something to eat. So I asked him, I said, I thought you already ate Subway. And then he was kind of funny. So he said, I'll eat for you, get fat for you. So he made me laugh a little bit. We left from there and I told him that I was going to get my hair done. Mind you, he was calling me and checking up on me the whole time, like me and him was going together. So I missed my hair appointment messing around with him. So I told him I couldn't get my hair braided because I missed my appointment. So he said, well, try to get it done Sunday. Go on to an African shop because you can walk straight in there, right? I was like, what you know about the African shop? He was like, I know a little something about the African shop. So he was like, I'll cash app you some money. Granted, he cashed at me $500, more than what I needed. So he asked me what I was doing later on. I told him I wasn't doing nothing. Later on that night, he kept texting me and he asked me, you want to go out for some drinks? I straight up told him I don't go out for no drinks. I don't like to be in that type of scenery. I like to be home because I smoke and I stay to myself. He asked me could he come over, and I'm like, nah.
So Andre, shout out to my man Kirby. Kirby says, he said, Andre, this is crazy. Anyway, gentlemen, travel safely. You have a good evening as well, Kirby.
He can't come over to my house. I don't even know this man. I just met this man today. And then my little heart broke down. I said, yeah, you could come over. So he came over to the house and whatever he had in that liquor bottle was saying, blow my back out. And that's exactly what he did. And a couple weeks later, I wasn't feeling like myself. And then I realized I missed my cycle. I said, I know I did not let this man do this to me. When I took a pregnancy test, it was a faint line, but it was there. So I like, oh no. So I went to my doctor. They did a test. it was positive, but she said she couldn't give me an ultrasound because the date I told her that I missed my period had to be like 4 weeks, and they don't do it for 8 weeks. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm texting him, telling him what's going on. And the crazy thing is, he didn't deny anything. He wasn't trying to make me feel like it was a setup. He wasn't trying to make me feel like this wasn't what's going on. He wasn't trying.
I may be young, but I'm ready to give you all my love.
This woman says she wants to be pregnant by March.
I told my girls you can get it.
I don't want to have this baby.
Packing the mail is gone.
Don't. I'm so scared.
Why are you scared? Was it unintentional?
Like my life was finally getting in order. I'm so happy, so excited, and now I just feel like this bomb has been dropped on my life, and I don't know what to do about it.
Nah, that's because that dude was dropping that bomb on your ass.
I don't have this baby. I have to go through this traumatic experience of getting rid of it and dealing with the mental issues that come from killing a baby. And I have to deal with possible resentment from Justin because he wants this baby. And if I don't have the then I risk everybody's judgment because I've only known
The reason she crying is because she got pregnant by a total stranger.
Justin for 2 months.
Wow. So you pregnant for a dude that you only know for 2 months? That's crazy.
I risk going through the traumatic experience of having a baby, which I'm terrified to do. I don't know if I can do it. My life just turning completely upside down and carrying a child for 9 months, trying to coach. I wanted to move, like so many things, and now I just feel stuck. I hate this so much.
Why you was letting them hit it naked head, man?
Oh, just too much. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how I got here.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
Myself for it.
Will says this. Will said, shout out to Will with the 10,000 Colombian pesos. He says this. He said, this show hits different tonight. He said, wow. Passport Sisters gone wild. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is the stuff they try to hide from us because they're spending so much time trying to attack us for the things that we do. And they're out there getting pregnant and back to back and sharing baby daddies. David says this. He's going to start calling these Asian dudes Master Blaster for real. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. Master Blaster with the sisters. For real. You would think that the sisters wouldn't get smashed by Asian dudes. But they do. They do.
I hate myself. Amazing.
First of all, let me say this. Hard for me to take anybody seriously who they put their phone up to their face and then they...
If you get pregnant off a one-night stand, I just feel like you're not meant to be trusted. Because what is you doing out here just giving random strangers babies and shit? Like, you just don't give a fuck about life. Like, just no fucking protection or nothing. Like, was liquor involved? Like, was this a drunk decision? Because ain't no way this was a sober decision. Because if both of y'all were sober, I feel like both of y'all should be taken in for questioning.
Slide in, I slide out. Yeah, hold up. He killed that hoe. Yeah.
In her situation, this sister said, check it out.
Taken in for questioning.
Me vowing to be celibate. We looked at this, something like this yesterday. Me vowing to be celibate until I met my husband.
Slide in, I slide out. Yeah, hold up.
Getting pregnant 3
Kill
months
that hoe. Yeah.
after meeting a stranger. I gave my coochie to the Lord. Can't nobody hit it. Meet one dude. He ran through it with the force of 10,000 Thors. And 100 Hulks later, she pregnant 3 months later. So yeah, that's celibate. Anytime these females tell you they celibate for you. They not celibate for everyone. Come on, fellas. We all got that story of the chick that either told us that she's celibate or she ain't having sex or she done gave that coochie to the Lord. And you were able to crack that code with the church girl. She's celibate. Ain't nobody been getting it for years. And somehow, some way, you, without any alcohol, with no weed. See, I could see if it was a chick that was just, she was drunk or high and horny, right? No, these chicks be sober. They ain't high, they ain't drunk, but they horny as hell. Man, you know how many chicks that many of us have been with that said that they ain't gave it to nobody else? They've been celibate for a year or two. I ain't had no sex in 3 years. Next thing you know, she all over you. That's right, producer. That's why the 4B movement could never work here. Absolutely correct. And the next thing you know, you running through her. So she was safe. She was keeping that coochie away from other dudes, but that female was giving that coochie to you. And then this is the funny part. Do you ever notice the ones that talk about that they celibate and they gave it to nobody in 3-4 years? You ain't got to put that much effort in. Is it just me? The ones that say that they saving that coochie in the name of Jesus. Bruh, it don't even take you like a month to crack that code. That's the funny part. You ain't took them out to dinner. The regular chicks, they be the regular chicks that be getting ran through, they want a nice dinner. They want the best wine. They want you to go to the best weed man in the city. They want you to get a reservation at the best hotel. And these chicks be ran through. But the church girl, you ain't got to do none of that. That's the funny part. The church girl that has been holding the coochie back for 2 or 3 years, you be thinking that she will be the main one. I need flowers, I need cars, I need candy for this coochie. I need for you to cash out me some love. I need to get my hair and nails done because I ain't gave this coochie to nobody in 3 years and I'm trying to give it to you. You would think they will be the ones that will be charging you crazy in order to get this coochie. You want this coochie, Brother Spence? Yeah, I do. I need you to go ahead and take me to Ruth Chris. I need you to take me to Ruth Chris. And I need for you to buy me at least, something elegant tonight to wear. Get my hair done. Now, you would think it would be them chicks. Bruh, am I lying? You put little to no effort into them chicks that's been holding that coochie for 4 months, 6 months, 4 years. Man, you know what effort I had to put in? This in the true story. The chicks that I know that was saving their coochie, the effort that I put in was ringing a doorbell. Bing, bing. Andre, come on in. That's all the effort I had to put in. And some of you got stories just like that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's all the effort that you had to put in. You looking like what the who? Say them girls say that you can get this. Yep. Church girls, pastors' daughters, diabolical. Some of the nastiest chicks that you ever want to meet came from the strip club and walked into the church. And she ain't forgot those skills. She may not have used them in 4 years, but once she unleashed those skills, bruh. The longer the celibacy year, the easier. Absolutely correct, bruh. I ain't had to take none of them out to dinner. Dude, I mean, literally didn't take none of them. The ones that was holding it out didn't have to take them no dinner. All I had to do was be a human male and show up to the front door. To where all these other dudes that was like, I'll wine you and dine you, sister so-and-so, to get that coochie. And all I had to do was just ring, ding, ding. I'm here for Bible study. Crazy, man. And I mean crazy. Oh, shout out to E Breeze. You gonna be here, man. It's gonna be quite a few brothers down here, man. Bringing in the new year. He said, I'll be here. I'll be in Cali on the 28th. All right, brother. Hit me up, definitely. Nazarene says this. Shout out to Nazarene being in the building. Nazarene says this. He said it was easy for the adult men to run through them when I was growing up. He said women were always having baby showers, rarely any weddings. That's a good point. And David says this. He said, Bernie Mac, they used to call her lockjaw back in the day, for real. Seriously. Tevin said, let's not forget about the ones that are home by. The ones that only go to the gym and go to work and go home. Their form of luxury is going to the grocery store. The ones that you got to take them out to dinner only for their birthday. Dude, that homebody coochie that you know she gonna be at the house. Oh my God, bruh, the homebody coochie. She only going to two places. To her house or your house. That's it. Homebody coochie? You ain't never lied about them freaky minds. Them the ones that definitely want.
I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the counter, by the buttered roast. Hands on the table, on your tippy toes.
On a tippy toes.
Making love like the restaurant was closed.
For real, that Song of Solomon, for real. Sometimes it's a war for attraction. He said, a woman once told me 5 separate times I need to take them out. Eventually, they gave in, said that you can at least call me an Uber to your place. Thank you for letting guys know I am not making this up. All you brothers that's out there that's flashing the cash, have fun. Have fun, because I'm just like K-Dub, man. The same ones that will tell you 5 times you ain't gonna get this. I have literally had that happen. You ain't gonna get this coochie. You might as well forget about this coochie. We could be friends. I don't do friend zone, babe. Next thing you know, You running through her, bro. And they think that they breaking you by AKW. This is the funny part about that scenario. They actually think that since they couldn't break you in by withholding it, now they think they can break you by giving it to you. And I want you guys to hear this. This is important for some of the guys that's out there. There are guys that are paying for coochie, not realizing you go get that coochie anyway. You buying makeup, mascara at the MAC counter. You buying her 3 or 4 wigs and weaves. All that stuff that you doing. Getting those butterfly eyelashes. Bro, I'm telling you. To get that coochie, bro, you go get that coochie anyway. I kid you not, and KW and a bunch of other guys can attest to this. What's the difference between us and other dudes that just overspend? We patient. Why? While I'm on the other side of the city smashing Wendy, the white girl with the beautiful blue eyes, I got you over here on hold. So just because you ain't having sex with me, that don't mean I ain't having sex at all. It just I ain't having sex with you. So I got you on hold. I ain't tripping on you. And so the female will be come on, let's be real. The female will be thinking, well, Andre is holding out for me and I'm holding out for him. No, I'm not. I'm over on the other side of the city. LaWanda getting her back broke. The day that you tell me I can't get the coochie, LaWanda getting her back broke out that night. Women actually think that if they ain't giving us the coochie, we ain't gonna get no coochie. And they got us twisted. So they figure like, I can break him by holding out on the coochie. And we don't look like we've been broken at all. Why? We don't even come across as broken. Why? Because I got Tiffany, LaWanda, and Wendy on the other side of the city. I've been beating up their coochie up. Why? Because each one of them thought they could make me wait too. See, LaWanda tried that, but I was still hitting Wendy and Tiffany. Wendy tried that, and I was hitting LaWanda. And then this chick over here want to act like she want me to wait. Girl, I'm smashing LaWanda, Tiffany, and another chick on the other side of the city. Girl, you just don't even know. And Wendy. So then the chick, come on guys, the chick that want to hold out for all you guys that like to pay all the time. The chick that's been holding out, she started to realize, like Martin scratching the back of her weave, this ain't working. He's not taking me out to dinners if I keep holding out. He's not cash apping me money if I keep holding out. Tell me I'm lying, fellas. These females will think like, okay, if I keep holding out, he gonna cash at me. Then when it don't work, they're like, dang. I might as well go ahead and give him the coochie because I want to give it to him anyway. And so now they give you the best, like Anita Baker, giving you the best that I've got, baby. I bet everything on a wedding ring. I'm giving you the best. She like Anita Baker giving you the best that she got because she think now if I throw it on you, you gonna open up your cash app. And now you thinking like, I done got the coochie now. Why should I open up my cash app? I done got the coochie now. I sorry, but I done got the coochie now. They just do not realize them games do not work on us. If she was the only one, okay, she might be able to convince me. I might wait. But if I'm still smashing LaWanda, Keisha, and Wendy on the other side of the city, man, please. You say read Courtney Wayne, 3% Man. Shout out to Will. Let me write that down. Is that a real book? Let me know if that's a real book, Will. He said, Dre, he said, I wonder if that pastor is watching you, is watching your show, thinking, I should have never let him in my church. He probably thought that, bro. Because that chick, like I told you, that chick from Miami, he wanted her so bad. And she was bad. She was like 5'9", 5'10". And I'm talking about Miami bad. Chocolate. I mean, this sister was beautiful. No weaves, because you know I don't mess with no weaves. So that was her hair coming down her back. I mean, she was bad. And she was an ex-stripper. She was this is the cool part. She was an ex-Miami stripper, true story. And she'd moved to Indiana. I moved from Chicago to Indiana. But she was at that church before me. And so I came in. It's a church of maybe like 200 people. Really nice. I really was happy at that church, for real. And so he saw that we hit it off. Boy, that pastor did not like that. Boy, that pastor called me in his office. Dude, I probably went to 2 Bible studies. 2. He saw me and old girl hit it off. That pastor called me in his office and said, you can't come to my church no more. Brother, you can't come to my church anymore. I'm like, and true. I was kind of, I'm gonna tell you something. I was kind of disappointed because I really liked his style. And it was a church that wasn't too big, it wasn't a mega church, but it wasn't too small. It was just 200 people. Everybody will be working in the community, doing some good stuff. And I had heard some good stuff about his church. But when he saw me in that Miami chick, and her laughing and smiling, and I guess anytime he saw her in church, she probably was quiet to herself, and nobody got her attention. No man ever got her attention. But he saw her smiling and laughing and giggling with me. That brother called me right in his office. The next Bible study, we got finished with the study. He said, excuse me, brother, do you mind if I talk to you for a second? I said, yeah, sure, pastor. And that brother invited me in his office, and I didn't know what he was going to ask me. So I didn't know what he wanted to talk about. And that brother said, you can't come to my church. you can't come to my church no more. Mind you, I didn't care because I already had the Miami chick number. And I was beating the brakes off of her. And bruh, she was doing all those Miami stripper tricks. Oh, you definitely knew her sex gang was from Miami. And you definitely recognized in that bedroom that she was definitely a stripper. Her positions was crazy. I was like, see, girl, you can't keep reading the Kama Sutra like that. You are freaky. And the pastor never hit it because maybe after a month or 2, I was hitting it. And then she decided to go back down to Miami and get back with her baby daddy. True story. True story. But pastor said, you got to go, Dre. Get it, skedaddle. Get your butt out of my church. He said, last time a girl told me that I gave her some Popeye's chicken. And she was ready that night. I know, right? You ain't got to spend all that money that these dudes be doing. He said, this is a real book. Yes, Simon. True story. He said, all you need to say, the pastor, please be patient with me. God is not through me yet. Man, pastor was not trying to hear that, man. Like I said, the next time I saw that pastor was maybe like 4 months later and, just walking through the grocery store. He may not remember me, or he probably did, just didn't say anything, but he was hot about that one, man. He was not cooperative. A pastor and an ex-stripper sounds like a movie to me. Yes, it was. And then here I come like space invaders invading their space. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Will. Winning Hearts, Woman of Your Dreams ebook. That's what's up. Thanks for sharing. I'm gonna have to check that out. It's a very good book. K-Dub says this. He say, one more story. He says, someone I smashed said that I couldn't smash again until I bought them an $800 bag. Told me this 3 times. One night at 2 a.m., I get the "where you at" text. That's the point that gets to me. And then the brothers that, you know who be upset with dudes like you and me, K-Dub? The dudes that spend money frivolously on these women to get the coochie. They be pissed because they're like, man, I bought her an $800 purse and I still ain't got the coochie. And we be looking like, man, I had to go through none of that. Them I drink your bath water type of dudes. I drink your bath water, man. She that time I drink her bath water. I ain't never seen a chick. I ain't never been around a chick that I thought was so fine. I drink your bath water. Half the time I used to get the coochie because I ignore them. Women love attention so much that when you ignore him, who is that? Why I'm too fine for him not to pay me attention. And so now they're paying attention to the fact that you're not paying them attention. To where these other dudes are drooling all. I kid you, I got a chick just like that, dude. Kid you not, I was 22. She was, no, I was 20. Actually, I was 19. She was 22. Gorgeous chocolate sister. And all these dudes was around her, just all over her. And she is, dude, this was like a movie. True story. We're in a jazz club. She's in a corner and she's got all these guys all around her. I noticed her beauty. I'm like, dang, she fine, right? I didn't know she was a jazz performer, singer with a really good voice. So the other performers had got on stage, and so she came and got on stage and performed, right? And she was singing. Bruh, I'm sitting up there, I just got a glass of scotch. I'm sitting up there watching her perform. How come it's just like in a movie? Like I said, it's a lounge, not a big arena or nothing. And so she comes down off stage and she kind of like flirts with a few guys here, a few guys there, but she's walking directly to me. Now notice, I had been ignoring her all night. I noticed, but I ignored. Dude, how come she comes, sits on my lap, starts singing the rest of the song to me, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is a nice performance. Thank you very much, sister. Oh, you fine, you smell good. But it wasn't one of them like, dang, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm not one of them dudes, right? And so she because I ignored her, after her performance, after her set, came down, introduced herself to me, and I think we had a drink. And I probably beat her back in. Remember the story I told you guys about the chick that Andrea laughed at me when I told her this story too. Remember I told y'all this story, for you guys that haven't heard it, about the chick that called me a bitch because I didn't smack her? Andrea laughed at me when I told her that story. She just fell on the floor. Like I was like, that ain't funny. Yeah, dude. This chick, the jazz singer, first time we're having sex. I'm 19. I ain't on freaky dicky yet. You know, I'm just happy to, come on, you're 19. You just happy to, you happy to get you a finey. You happy to get you a baddie. I'm 19. You know, when you 19, you get some regulars, then you get some baddies. Then you get a regular, then a baddie. So I'm just happy to get a jazz singing older woman baddie. And to me, 22 was older woman at 19, right? Chocolate baddie. I'm hitting it. I got legs pushed all the way back. I'm hitting it. She looked down at me and say, I'm talking about beautiful chocolate, flawless skin. And she look up at me and say, spit in my mouth. I'm like, now, mind you, I ain't never spit in no mouth yet. I'm young. So I'm how do I do it? Do I go, or how do I do it from the back of the throat, or do I just do a little drool, or what do I do? My porn game ain't that good yet. You know, I don't know. I'm 19. I'm a youngling. I'm a youngling. All right. You know, you talk all that junk when you're a teenager. When it's time to be grown, you like, uh-oh. uh-oh, this grown folk sex now. So I spit in her mouth. She said, choke me. And I'm looking like, now this the jazz chick. Choke you. So I said, okay, let me start putting my hand on her throat, and I started choking her. She said, because she can't breathe. Not smack me. I'm looking at this pretty, gorgeous, flawless chocolate face. You know, them chocolate sisters, the ones that got the super pretty face, like really pretty. And so I'm looking like, so I'm choking, I'm spitting up in her mouth, and I'm looking like, and I looked down at her and I said, you too pretty to hit, baby. She looked up at me, grabbed my hand from her throat, and said, stop being a bitch. You'd have thought it was an audience in the room. I looked around like, did this bitch come? Now, I might have been 19, but I was ready. Like in the Keith Sweat song, I might have been young, but I was ready. You, what? Stop being a bitch and smack me. I can't do. I brought my hand. That's why I get that term, the 10,000 Thors with the force of 10,000. My dude, you'd have thought my wrist was in the multiverse with Doctor Strange, and I brought it through the multiverse like I was Kane the Conqueror. I mean, I landed on her face like I was Dr. Doom trying to steal Silver Surfer's surfboard, man. I mean, boom. And by that, I didn't let up. Dude, I ain't a domestic violence type of dude. But if you ask me to join in the reindeer games, Rudolph, I'm crashing my dude. You know when you smack and put some weight behind it, it's not like I was just smacking wrist. No, it wasn't like pow. It was more like pow whole hand. The force of my wrist, my forearm coming down all the way to shoulder is pressed up against her cheek. At the same time, I'm leaning in with my knee. That type of smack. So I'm smacking like I can feel it all shivering all the way down. And dude, I'm bringing it all the way in like this, a smack that not like, It's all in the whole arm. She getting whole arm, shoulder, vertebrae involved. Kid you not. How come she had like an orgasm? I'm looking like, what the? She. You're the best. And guess what? She went and told her friends. Guess what Andre did? This guy I met. Bruh, true story. Bing bong at my door. What's up? Her best friend. I heard that you can. I'm trying to find. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Andre is your doctor. I give you all prescriptions. Fill you with this medicine in our room. Boom, but don't. The best friend came through. A few months down the line, after hitting the best friend and her, so I'm hitting the best friend and her on a regular. But it's three of them. It's a stormy night, and I only live down the block from the third girl. the third friend in the trio. Now I ain't hit her, man. She fine yellow bone, right? I told y'all her story. She was the one that was getting freaky in her baby bed and broke down the bed. It's raining. I know that the friends stay down the streets. I got some drinks in my hand. So I'm like, let me go hang out with so-and-so tonight. I knock on the door. What's up, girl? What's up, Dre? Come on in. The kid's gone anyway. We sitting up there getting drunk. And all of a sudden from out of nowhere, we just talking, just like, I ain't think about I'm gonna ever get this coochie. Ever. Didn't even think about wanting it or nothing. I ain't know the other two friends, the jazz singer and her best friend, been running off at the mouth, telling the high yellow chick what we've been doing. The high yellow chick look at me. We've been drinking. True story. She says, we only gonna do this one time. I'm like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? We're gonna do one time. Bruh. She gave me fire head that I never asked for. You know, just sitting on the couch, just minding your business. She just zipped and just gave me fire head. Dude, I beat the brakes off of her. We in every room in the house. Somehow we end up in the kids' room. In the Barbie bed. True story. I'm sorry. In the damn Barbie bed. Man, we ended up my 6'3" ass in the damn man, we done broke that bed down. That bed was damn sandpaper by the time we got done. We having sex like a parallelogram. See, with the Pythagorean theorem. We like a parallelogram at an angle. You could have did the Pythagorean theorem, mathematical equation, the angle that we had that bed twisted. Which angle? Which is this a right angle? True to the story. We done broke this baby's bed. Well, the baby's at her daddy's house. We done broke this baby's bed. So we make it back into her bedroom, right? This the crazy dude. True story. True story. She said we're gonna do this one time. We never did it again. So I got mine in for that. You know, if it's gonna be one time, it's gonna be we're gonna do something wild. Some of the stuff that your friend's been teaching me, I'm gonna do on you. So we back in her bedroom. Dude. She want anal. So I said, okay, cool. Give her anal. She started having anal orgasms. Bruh, I'm telling her like, oh my God, I'm about to come in your, you know how you talk out loud? I'm about to come in your butt, baby. Dude, how come this nasty mother turned around, pulled it out her butt, shoved it in her mouth, and swallowed all the nutrients. She got her 8 essential vitamins and minerals, a part of a complete breakfast. I love you. I love you. We got to do this again. She said, one time. Don't be laughing, T-Mac. She said, one time, baby. One time. And she said it so calmly to make me want it even more. She said, I said, girl, I know the sun is up now, but can we get together tomorrow? She said, no. She said, Andre, all I wanted you was one time. And that I said, so you used me like a whore? Say what you want. But I told you one time. I just want to hear if what my girls were saying was true. You just used the boy. You just used the dog. You really only just one time. Never got it again. Even though we was cool, we were hanging out and everything, but I was smashing the girls. What's the other two friends? I'm still smashing them, but Shout out to, is Theo on the build? Shout out to Theo. Click that like button. Shout out to International Quiet Storm as well. He said, I'm worried about Chewbacca. He's getting women pregnant in Japan. Shout out to Barry as well, and Logic. Shout out to all you guys that are showing up this time of night. We almost at the end of the video. Not too much left, but we got enough left, boo. Not too much. But yeah, man. From the jazz singer to our best friend, a kid you not best friend just knocked on the door. Bing, bing. Like when the doorbell ring for trick-or-treaters. Bing, bing. Like, who is that at the front door? And she straight up told me, I heard that you can, and I'm trying to find out. Come on in the room. I get those likes up, class 7. Appreciate you guys being here. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. That was crazy. That was crazy. She's a demon. No, she better not kiss me ever in her life. Yeah, for real. There was no kissing going on. Not after that. Not after she pulled it out. I was like, so you gonna remember, I'm 19. I ain't never seen nothing like this. You know, when you a teenager, especially a teenage man, you try to play cool as if you've been here before with everything. I was 19. No, I hadn't been there before. No, I had not given up. Dude, I discovered a lot of stuff that night. I didn't know women can have anal orgasms. I didn't know that at 19. You new generation dudes, this is par for the course for you. But us 80s babies, that was not the norm in the 80s. All right? So you sit back like, what? Y'all can orgasm in your butt? What do you mean? So you're gonna take it out of your butt? It's been in your butt. But you gotta play cool, right? You gotta play this. You gotta be a man. Take it out you'll put it in your mouth. You nasty mother. I love you. I love you. I love you. You nasty, but I love you. I'm like, girl, I told her, I said, it's a wonder you ain't got stalkers. I said, it's a wonder you. I said, the nasty stuff we did tonight. I say, it's a wonder you don't have stalkers. And she was a homebody. That's what my story is all about. She was a homebody. For real. Like, yep, like Eddie Murphy hanging the sheets and Boomerang. You used right. She was like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted one time. What? For real, I'm like,
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
That's how they treated me. I wasn't black, I was OJ. I'm like, okay. Kid you not, man. True story. I say, man, are you sure I can't get it again? She was like, nope. She said, I enjoyed myself the one time. And she said, that's all I needed. Breaking news, Passport Keisha's, she say she's pregnant by Chewy after Terraform class. Film at 11. Shout out to you brothers, man. Glad to see you guys here. He said I used to call them walk-off home runs. Yeah, you like, I've gotten used like that a few times. So I know you guys have gotten used like that before. Don't act like I'm the only one. Don't act like I'm the only one. Shout out to all you guys. Let's get back to the video. So let's bring this back. This is the sister that said she was celibate.
Just giving random strangers babies and shit. Like, you just don't give a fuck about life. Like, just no fucking protection or nothing. Like, was liquor involved? Like, was this a drunk decision? Because ain't no way this was a sober decision. Because if both of y'all were sober, I feel like both of y'all should be taken in for questioning.
So the sister said she was vowing to be celibate. Just as I laughed after I told my stories, until I met my husband. That's what she said. That was the plan. However,
slide in, I slide out. Yeah, hold up. He killed that.
Got pregnant 3 months after meeting a stranger. After meeting a stranger.
Yeah.
Baby is sleeping right now. Jesus!
Come here.
Baby!
My feelings that I said to you.
I'm very sure for that.
This woman. You are not sure for anything.
She's flaking this.
Baby! Oh my God!
Are you okay?
Baby,
Jesus! Who are you? I can't believe you are not. I will not believe you. You don't have anything.
Baby! Baby, please do something.
So this is the best you said at the
time. What he's saying. She's not pregnant. I need to go. When I said the thing,
baby, just leave me. Let's go, please.
She's not pregnant.
Baby, come, let's go.
You said that you are not. Are you sure? Are you sure of this thing you're saying?
I'm so she's not pregnant. I can't prove it.
What are you saying now?
I've done my own job.
I'ma say it. Y'all already hate me anyway. Keeping a baby by a man you don't know is diabolical. I said it. Why would you keep a baby by a stranger? The baby is already starting off as a stranger to you. You don't even know this baby. Now you having a baby with somebody you don't even know. That's two strangers that you're inviting into your life right now. And now the baby don't know him. You don't even know him. And then you talking about, oh, the baby can't go to his house. Well, of course not. You don't even know him. Why would you let your baby go to the house of a stranger that you don't know? So I'm just confused on why are we keeping babies by men that we do not know. And then going like, oh, I'm going to get child support. He doesn't want to step up. He don't even know you or this baby. I mean, I understand he owes a financial obligation. I do understand that. But this could have all been avoided. Like, it really didn't have to happen. I know y'all love y'all kids and all this other stuff, but it's just becoming more and more. I'm seeing it. It's like, you don't know him. Like, why would you? Where? Why? Just why? It does not make, I swear to God, I think of this a lot. I'd be like, so y'all just single moms at the baby shower, you're single moms giving birth, you've been a single mom the whole time. Every step of the way you was a single mom. And then y'all come online and cry about it. It's like, you didn't have no common sense? What happened?
All right, we saw what happened tonight, that these mothers in other countries. Let's take a few moments just to play the beginning for those guys that weren't here earlier.
I got a little baby up in my belly.
These are the women that have been getting pregnant in Southeast Asia, in other countries, and also Jamaicans, by the Jamaican brothers.
I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta see it through. I got a little baby up in my belly. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta see it through.
Well, kiss my ass and cover me in cough syrup. What the fuck are y'all out here doing? Why the fuck did I just have to send a soldier back stateside because she got fucking pregnant? We supposed to be out here trying to train, not running trains. Y'all out here fornicating like we hosting a freak off at a frat party in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Sergeant Jackson. Yeah, Sergeant. We need you to slow the fuck down. You out here running through female soldiers faster than a COVID test in a campsite.
First Sergeant, we're bored, and there was nothing else to do.
Bored? You been out here getting folded like an American flag on a funeral detail.
Well, First Sergeant, we don't say nothing when a barracks bunny sneak out to your room late at night.
You mind your fucking business. I'm your first sergeant, not your third sergeant. And y'all calm the fuck down. Y'all out here popping Plan Bs like prescription pills. I just better not find out nobody else pregnant. Now get y'all whole ass out my formation.
Okay, y'all. So I wouldn't even come.
Now this was her that was singing a minute ago. Now she crying because she homeless in in Thailand, actually. In Thailand, pregnant in Thailand, and her landlord won't rent to her because she's pregnant.
TikTok and fucking be crying and shit, but first of all, y'all know I'm pregnant, so I'm fucking emotional. So y'all know I've been looking for a fucking condo because I've literally been fucking homeless for months at this point. Now obviously I've had places to stay, but y'all get the fucking drift. So
she pregnant in Thailand and homeless, staying with a friend, a male friend at that.
I've been literally preparing for my baby to come and my daughter. So I've been here in Bangkok.
So she already has. I'm done. We didn't see that earlier. She already has a daughter, and a baby is coming, and she's homeless and staying with one of you guys in Thailand. Let's bring that beat back. I didn't catch that earlier.
But first of all, y'all know I'm pregnant, so I'm fucking emotional. So y'all know I've been looking for a fucking condo because I've literally been fucking homeless for months at this point. Now obviously I've had places to stay, but y'all get the fucking drift. So I've been literally preparing for my baby to come and my daughter. So
my baby and my daughter.
I've been here in Bangkok, fucking Thailand, looking for a fucking place. I finally found a place, fucking gorgeous, in fucking Asok. And y'all, shout out to my realtor. This has nothing to do with my realtor. My realtor is amazing. I've sent y'all my realtor's information. But anyway, we finally, after looking, going on tours, we finally found a place. Initially, I wasn't supposed to move in until October 1st, which was a little bit too long because I was trying to get moved in because I'm currently literally staying at my friend's house right now. And so we found a place, and he was like, the owner said that I can move in on the 25th instead of the 1st. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay at my homeboy house. He's been kind enough to let me stay here, and I told him, you know, that I'm gonna be moving out, or I'll be leaving you know, next week on the 25th. Well,
Thank you.
3 days, y'all. I'm literally supposed to move into my condo 3 days. In fucking 3 days. I've been super busy. I've been fucking working my ass off, just trying to get back on my feet and shit. And so I was just super excited about, like, I'm just emotional because y'all don't understand. Like, it's been a fucking long, hard ass journey. But, and I'm pregnant, so I'm fucking emotional, but whatever. But anyways, I was like super excited to just fucking be back in my own space. And my realtor had been trying to contact me or whatever, but I just been busy and I've been asleep. Like,
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm gonna reach out to Aaron to see if he'll interview her.
Like, either I'm just working, doing my nail classes, or I'm fucking asleep. So he's been trying to get in touch with me, so finally he got in touch with me today. And he fucking tells me that the owner changed his mind about renting to me because I'm pregnant. First of all, let me tell y'all, we already like did the contract, like he's already prepared everything. Already paid the fucking deposit to him, so he basically was just like, he doesn't want to rent to me because I'm pregnant. Send the money back, and basically he doesn't want it. His condo is nice, which it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very nice. Like, it's really nice.
What's it like being pregnant in Bangkok, girl?
Oh my God. It's just like being pregnant. You know how when you're pregnant and you have that summer pregnancy? In Thailand, it's summer all year damn near. It's hot as I just feel big and sweaty all the time. It's different not having, you know, like all of my family here. Of course, I have the Black in Bangkok community, which they have become my family. I mean, it's cool for the most part, aside from the heat. But overall, I mean, it's been cool. You know what I'm saying? The good thing is the food is cheap, so your girl get to eat all the time.
American pregnant in South Korea, country with one of the lowest fertility rates in the world. Like, people ain't having babies like they need to repopulate this country for the future. But we having a baby. And it wasn't planned, but here we are.
She's 6 months pregnant in Germany. No village, no family or friends around. Oh, they everywhere.
So pregnancy is so fucking hard. Like, I just had a crazy because I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. I just want my body. So I just want my body. What's up, y'all? It's me, girl Nas B, and welcome to Surviving My Chinese Baby Daddy.
Her story, we're going to end with her story. She's talking about surviving her Chinese baby daddy.
Bitch, it's time to tell my motherfucking story. It is what it is. Judge me, don't judge me. You probably going through it too, or maybe even worse, okay? Shout out to all my moms out there that's holding it down. Yo, big. I see you. As y'all know, I am 2 months postpartum. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all always asking me, so it ain't no different having a baby overseas, dealing with these niggas overseas. A nigga gonna be a nigga. It don't matter what color, shade, country, culture. It do not matter. All of the mamas out there, the baby mothers out there, they got the baby daddy mamas, the baby mama daddies, the bitter baby mama, baby daddy. They always try to put that title on us, but really it be them. Let me tell y'all about this situation. I'm about to go get my baby some diapers real quick. Because I told my baby daddy that we needed diapers for the baby. And I've been telling him that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Nothing has happened. Constant, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. Oh, my business this, I'm waiting for that. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, I ended up getting the baby some diapers. Told my baby daddy, actually, like, I had got quite a few things for the baby. Ended up sending a picture to my baby daddy, like, don't worry about it, I got it myself. It's to the point where I don't even ask the nigga for shit for real. Somehow we ended up having a conversation. He ended up coming over to supposedly help me, give me a break, which is never really that, but that's another story. We'll get into that later. We get to talking or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, you bought some time. Now we have some time and we can spend money on something else. Sir, I got a bag of diapers that has 84 diapers in there. The baby is going through 8 to 12 diapers a day. I'm telling him this. And sometimes even more. He's like, oh yeah, we have, that means we have about 2 weeks till we get some more diapers. Don't even, I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking, because I know. You ain't even got to tell me, bitch. I know, okay? I said, that's not how this works. Like, you want to make sure that you stock up on diapers. You don't wait until the baby is down to his last 3 diapers. Correct me if I'm wrong, because this has been 12 years, bitch. I'm doing this all over again. I'm only 2 months in the game after 12 years. He's like, I'm a businessman. Why would I spend capital on something that's going to sit on the shelf? I guess he thought he ate with that. He thought he ate. He really thought he ate, okay? He definitely thought he ate with that. Because what? Bitch, what? Y'all, am I tripping? Last time I checked, you want to make sure you got diapers stacked up. And I just ran out of diapers I recently had just ran out of diapers from my baby shower. He has not bought a single diaper, bitch. We literally got into a whole argument because I'm like, that's not how it works. And he's like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or is it just pure fucking stupidity. One thing I can't stand a nigga that decide that he don't want to, own up to his responsibility during the pregnancy.
The irony of it is the fact that she's talking about an Asian dude, a Chinese dude, this whole time. The whole time out of the billions of Asian guys that she could have chose, she chose a Pookie in Asia. under 6 feet, making less than 6 figures, no 6-pack, and you better believe he wasn't longer than 6 inches. Basic requirements in the States.
And shit like that, and then come back around after the baby is born, after you done missed a whole motherfucking 9 months, and thinking you calling the motherfucking.
Now, mind you, this is the same one that was crying. This is the same one that's talking about, I'm pregnant, got a baby in me. The one I was singing earlier. So when she first got pregnant, she was singing. Then when she couldn't get the apartment, she was crying. And now she's had the baby. Looks like she got a new apartment. Her and her 12-year-old. And she's still snapping off.
Shots, and you ain't even motherfucking did a fuck thing. So we gotta be okay with it, because if we're not, we're just bitter baby mamas.
This is the white girl finding out I'm pregnant for the 9th time while on vacation. Finding out I'm pregnant for the 9th time while on vacation.
Boom shakalaka! Yes, God! Yes, God! Yes!
Then we got the sister that went to Africa to get pregnant. Yeah, Theo. Sister that went to Africa to get pregnant. Coming back from my trip to Africa, pregnant with my first child. Why she got the hairy underarms? You're going to notice that in a moment. She got the Chewbacca under her arm. She holding Chewbacca under her arms. She's got so much hair under her arms.
What you want me to do? I'm your freaking dancer. Dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your next.
A foreigner shows up and quickly gets a Filipina pregnant. So the next logical move seems to be to get married. But there's just one problem. The baby might not be his, or the Filipina might actually have another boyfriend, or the Filipina might not even want to be with him. Basically, a Filipina telling you she's pregnant is not a good enough reason to get married. And more than likely, if a Filipina is eager to get pregnant from a foreigner, it's not because she wants to get married and start a family, but more than likely because she wants financial support. Now, obviously, if you have a Filipina girlfriend and she gets pregnant and the baby is yours and you want to start a family together, then you should get married, and I think that's a great idea. And if you do get a Filipina pregnant, then of course, you need to help support the mom and the baby. But don't think that getting married is going to magically solve all your relationship problems and make everything better. Your best way to avoid this trap is obvious. Don't give cream pies to random Filipinas you meet in the Philippines. Duh!
I traveled to a foreign country to get pregnant by a complete stranger with no strings attached.
Why is this for me?
I consider it the best decision I ever made.
Honestly, this is something I would do. It is.
These ladies sick.
Let's get into it. 7 years ago, when I was 24 years old, I decided I wanted to have a child while I was still relatively young and energetic. I had a college degree, made $90,000 a year as a marketing analyst, and had been investing in the stock market since high school, so I knew I could afford to take care of my kid. The problem was that I didn't really want to be with a guy. I'd tried the dating thing, but nothing clicked, and besides, I was always too busy to invest in a relationship. At the same time, I wanted a child, someone I would love forever and who would love me forever. And I didn't want to wait until my biological clock started ticking alarmingly. I considered going to a sperm bank. I could afford it, but I've always hated medical environments and thought it would be creepy to have a child with a faceless man. I thought about getting naturally inseminated by a guy I met online, but I didn't want to deal with child custody issues. Finally, I decided that since I'd already planned a 3-week working vacation to a foreign country, I won't say which one for privacy reasons, I might as well try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Long story short, after asking around and paying some people, I found this guy who was willing to sleep with me every night for 3 weeks. Since this country has a low cost of living, he was willing to, quote, do the deed for a few $100s. He spoke okay English and wore a white button-down shirt. So I think he was a college student who wanted some extra spending money. I didn't really expect it to work, but 2 weeks after I got back, I missed my period and discovered that I was pregnant. Yay. Your face.
You must go to a private clinic or a private hospital, okay? Yeah. Even if you want to check up your baby or even yourself, you must not use a public facility. Ne? Yeah, you must go seek medical help from a private clinic or private doctor, ne? Or private hospital. Ne? Yeah. Here you don't come back ever. Ne? Please. This hospital here in Mpumalanga, all hospitals and all public hospitals and all public clinics are for South Africans only. Ne? Yeah. All the doctors.
So this foreign woman and her boyfriend that got her pregnant was trying to go to the hospital to have a baby. And my man just told them foreigners can have babies in hospitals or clinics in South Africa.
Tell your brothers and your sisters. Tell your brothers, tell your fellow brothers, fellow countrymen. Yeah, tell them that in Mpumalanga, the whole of South Africa, foreigners are not allowed in public hospitals and public clinics.
All right, we're going to end it right there. That little tidbit of information that you cannot use the public hospitals or clinics to deliver babies in South Africa. Shout out to all you guys that have been here. We are going to be moving the show to Tuesdays, Mondays and Tuesdays instead of Mondays and Wednesdays, because I do have studies that I need to do. And I have been missing out on, as International Quiet Storm has been saying, I've been missing out on actually being in the study group on Wednesday nights, not just Theo's class, but the after class with my group. And so since I'm scheduled for February 15th to take my first exam for the certification, my first certification exam, I will be moving the show that we normally do on Wednesday nights to Tuesday nights, because I really want to take advantage of that whole Wednesday night study time, not only with the group, but also with the class as well. So shout out to all you guys that have been supporting, but we will be doing this. We'll still be on Thursday. We'll still be on Friday, Saturday night movies, as well as Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. But Wednesday is going to be the day that I'll be off from doing the live streams. So shout out to all you guys, because I can only go so far by myself, to where the rest of the time, and I can only go so far with just watching the replays of class. I got to get back into the front of not motivation, but actually get involved in the class, and not just the class on Saturday and Sunday. Shout out to those guys on Saturday and Sunday. I'm always there, but also for the classes that take place on Wednesday. So shout out to you guys. And I'm glad that you guys understand that. Yeah, get that cert. That's a must do. That's a must do. He said, understood. He said, best wishes to the test. So yes, guys, I'll be on the regular days. Like tomorrow, I'm trying to get our brother Theo. He and I got some plans to do some things in regards to the show for mañana, for tomorrow. So all you guys that are considering the new careers that are coming down the turnpike in 2026 for cloud engineers, you definitely want to be involved in the class. I mean, watching the live stream tomorrow, for all you guys that are either thinking about cloud engineering or are already in the field of cloud engineering. We're going to be talking about 2026 and some of the opportunities that are coming down the turnpike, including some of the salaries of how much they make as well. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Yeah, got to get that cert. Got to get that cert. You say, Dre, we understand. Take care of your business. We're rooting for you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man, that's a good idea. Passenger 57. I forgot the movie that we already have scheduled. Let's see what we got scheduled for this Saturday. Passenger 57 would be a good one. And I could download. Oh, we already have the bucket list. So Passenger 57 in the bucket list would be a good one for this Saturday. So guys that don't know, I'll be dropping the link on Friday for Rumble. Over on Rumble, every Saturday, we watch the movies. And so if you're not doing anything Saturday at 7, 8 o'clock, come and join us. Enjoy the movies. We already got the bucket list with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. And so Passenger 57, you know what? I have been trying to get that copy of The 7 Blows of the Dragon in English, and I have not been able to find it. If anybody comes across in the name of it, also they changed the name of it to the Margin. So if you find the Kung Fu movie called The Margin, or the 7 Blows of the Dragon, let me know, because the 7 Blows of the Dragon, and they changed the name to The like years later, but it's the exact same movie. Shout out to Black Nubian coming in the last minute. Shout out to you, brother. Them Canadian boys.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, "Oh,
oh, the brothers." That's a good idea too. That's Detroit right there. And I could put the 4 brothers in here too. Okay, cool. Cool. That'd be a good one. That'll be a good one. I'm going to download these movies tonight. Oh yeah, South Central on the list. Let me put South Central on there. Yeah, I'll download these movies tonight. Good idea, gentlemen. Shout out to all you guys. Good morning, good afternoon to all you guys like Ronan. That's over there on the other side of the world. Appreciate you guys. And let me get started with the outro video. I'm just going to do one outro video tonight. One cowgirl video.